queens, but they won't.
Was in the box, you'll never know.
Heck.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
Dr. Nick. Wait, what?
What?
You said
Not
you yelled
Dr.
out
Nick.
"Hi, everybody," so I yelled
It's
back.
the correct
Ev-
response.
Every time I say hi, everybody, I'm expecting someone to say hi, Dr. Nick, and you're the first one in like 2 years to actually do it.
Yes! What do I
Dr.
win?
Nick.
Wow.
I wouldn't.
That's
I'll
all
just
for today.
go.
We have to go educate Cuddly Raptor. We will see you next week.
I've got Google. Hold on. Hold your
We
horses,
failed.
everyone.
We've failed. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, chat. We shouldn't have put Cuddly
make a
in front
Google
of you.
check.
Make a
Oh,
Google check.
Simpsons. I got a 20 on my Google check. I'm sorry, I
Oh.
don't know The Simpsons. I'm sorry. My partner knows The Simpsons. He's a better man than
Bing,
me.
you get advantage.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Advantage or disadvantage? Who knows?
Mm.
Yes. But
Or
hey,
both, and they
everyone,
cancel
we're
each other
back.
out.
We're
Yeah,
back.
yeah. You have to subtract the lower with the higher.
Got it.
So you get a negative.
Right.
But yeah, we're
Right.
here again to play
We're here.
D&D. Episode
D&D's
105.
nuts.
Would you believe that it is episode 105?
I wouldn't actually. It's 106.
No, it's not Cuddly.
Oh.
Don't do that to me.
It is 105. We did not play last Sunday because we were a couple of people out, and instead we have been doing some things in the background. Stay tuned
I was on a
for the
plane.
future.
Yeah. Normally we're
traveling.
only one person short, and that's Cuddly.
I mean,
Fucking knew you.
that's every stream.
Also, Cuddly, like, how did you even get on the plane? Because I thought like they were all up in an uproar over snakes in a plane and reptiles. I mean, to me,
There's no
are
height
one of the one.
requirement to get on a plane.
No, but
okay?
raptors on a plane, like, come on.
There's a little clown cardboard thing with an arm. You must be
Yeah,
this
that's why it took me
high.
so long. Yeah, Raptors on a Plane. That one has yet to be released. Coming next summer.
I've worked out how they got her on the plane. They put her in one of those like pet boxes and they put her underneath. That's how they got her on.
No, she's small enough to be in a carrier.
Oh,
on board.
she's an emotional support raptor. I get
Yeah,
it. Right?
that's
Yeah,
it. That's what I was.
That's
Yep,
correct.
yep.
That checks out.
It does.
If someone
Right,
upsets a
emotional
human, she
support.
eats them. It makes total
As-
sense, as raptors do.
Supporting
Yeah.
Crying babies, people who put their seat back during meal
people who put their seat back.
Oh my gosh. I think we all have a story about that.
Yeah, if you put your seat back
No.
when people are eating their food, so the tray table just like gets all up in them, you're a bad person. I said it. I'm sorry.
If you put your
There you
seat
go.
back, and the air host people have literally been saying to you several times, put your seat back.
up.
Or up, sorry. Fuck. Never mind. Don't worry. Let's go.
Put it back.
Put it
Stop
back.
taking the seats. No, do you know what's
Anyway.
also really horrible? No, I got
Yo.
one more.
One more.
One more.
One more. People who act up when people who act like they like they do this thing, they're like, oh, something's hitting my back, and you're in one of those fucking economy flights and it's like, I can't move my legs. I am sorry, but everyone from the back of the plane to the front has knees up their butts right now. Stop.
What is it like to be tall enough that your knees reach?
Welcome to Dramonia. Look, I have to pay extra every time I get on
Oh
the plane
no,
to be able to
poor
sit.
thing.
You know what? I just thought that was a great segue, Josie, but you didn't finish it. Welcome to Dramonia, where Cuddly Raptor has now decided to start saying her own short jokes.
Oh, true. She's
It
admitted.
just saves me the time.
Oh
you know?
shit! Orb. Is it that time of day?
No, why? Why did you just start it? We don't have the.
Oh, why?
No, it's
We don't-
stop.
Oh,
No,
why?
we don't. We really
don't have
don't.
to.
We really don't.
Well, first, before anything, we're gonna do a round of introductions, people.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Dramonia. This is session 105. We were away last week, but now we're back. And I am Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. I've been running this campaign with this bunch of lunatics since day one. And you know what? It's been a great time. And I've loved most of every second of it.
There was that 1 second though. That 1
No,
second.
no. Most of every second. So
Oh.
there was a couple of seconds that I didn't enjoy fully. Like I still enjoyed.
Or is
most
there
of the
like
second.
a couple of milliseconds of every second that you haven't liked? Therefore, it's most of every second.
Yes, I think.
There's a ...
So that's me. I'm an RPG streamer. I'm Dungeon Mistress. I'm ever benevolent. We have Roju from Participation Award playing Gerald the Wizard.
Oh, that's me. Hi.
Yeah, that's you. Oh my god. What a wonderful beard you have. I love the little stripe that turns almost into a heart by your chin. It's almost like a little
It's just the way it grows
heart
in.
there. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's because your heart's so big it couldn't fit inside your body.
Aw.
And you're playing Gerald the Wizard, a human warlock sorcerer who's got a feat that allows you to have wizard spells. That's the closest thing to wizard we got.
Yeah.
We've got AussieDevFro playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the reborn Grave Cleric. We've got Cuddly Raptor playing Nana Melivora, the Gnome Druid. We've got Wetastor playing Arthur Oblet III, the Elven Ranger Rogue. And that is the party. We've had a couple of guests through the campaign. Some long-term, some short-term, and we did once upon a time have a Goose. Sadly, Goose is on his own adventures right now. As you might see in the dice tray, actually, Goose has done a couple of dice rolls.
There's a whole bunch of
Wonder
Dust
what
Goose
that
rolls
can
there.
be.
Could be anything.
Wonder what.
None of them are death saving throws, so we've got that going for us.
That's good.
Yeah, but they are all. If we were to scroll,
They're pretty bad rolls.
They're pretty bad.
10, 4. The 16's all right, but 2. Not great.
Yeah, but we are time. It is time, so we're gonna head on in and.
Oh, I missed it.
Just the
Yeah,
right-hand
I'm
side
learning.
of the screen is just pain.
Welcome.
So much pain. So much pain. I've done a lot of things on stream.
One day we will get these two sour pupays to join
Right.
us.
You get me a beat and you get me some decent moves, and then we might
Yeah, I'm with Darcy.
get some movement going, all right?
Okay, I
All
just
I'm
want to
saying
point
is
out
drinks.
that Fro just called my moves undecent, and
Oh.
I'm sad.
So how is Rudy gonna die?
He can't. He's immortal.
I feel like we
Rocks-
could
Rocks
could
fall, Rudy
find a-
becomes mortal and dies.
No. That's not how it works.
Ergothoa decides that she actually doesn't like being called princess. And...
No. Even
Dumps
better, Ergothoa comes to him in a vision and is like, Rudy, you must do this dance. And he's like, nah. I've gone back to Saren Ray.
From here on forth, Rudy, whenever his spells require somatic components, he has to be part of the introdance.
Oh, God.
It is the eyebrows
Right,
to me.
IRL somatic components.
I'm
Look, I'm giving Gerald a pass because he does do finger guns, which is part of the intro dance. So
Sure, I'll take
So yeah, Roji has a loophole. Aussie, however, I'm on to you.
now you know what? Fair enough.
But
it. Let's play D&D. It's been
Yeah.
2 weeks, Josie. I'm jumping
in
up
2
the
weeks. Last week, the party found themselves in the snow. They found themselves flying through a horrible blizzard. And coming up behind them, an undead dragon who launched a javelin with bony chains at Rudy, and after several attempts, yanked the cleric back onto the other dragon, This humanoid creature, now close to you, you could see was a hollow armor made out of bone. Taking you to the brink of whatever life remains within you, you could sense connection between the dragon and this humanoid. Nana, you teleported across the dragons while Gerald and Arthur were giving support fire. The dragon claimed that the scales you wore, Rudy, belonged to it. So quick thinking, you unleashed a field of anti-magic, and you managed to banish this creation. The undead dragon, now without his vassal to fight you, it launched a burst of acid across the spine of Dionysus. This mighty dragon, still hurt from the travel and its injuries past, turned around to allow you to fight. You managed to break pieces of this dragon apart as Nana was tending to Rudy's wounds. When he got back up to his feet, he jumped, grabbing the rope, and he slammed down into the dragon's face with all of his might. Together, you all managed to break the physical form of this dragon, but its spirit, the manifestation of hate that had created this being, escaped. As you landed to rest, tending to your injuries and also trying to make sure that you didn't arrive too soon, Dionysus said to hide, to nurse your wounds within his demiplane, to rest, and then wait out the rest of the day and fly the last piece of the way, the cover of night. You tended to Dionysus' wounds as well as you rested,
Yeah, healer's flex.
spending whatever magic you had left, just giving it all, and even a curse, unknown what it did, but unraveled it was. As Gerald was studying, familiar presence came to him. Nethys talked about the dichotomy of the magic available. The fact that Gerald was learning the final incantation, a magic which was the closest thing to destroying, to annihilating, to completely sundering existence. But also, within grasp, was the dormant ring of wishes, whose power was the antithesis to destruction, the power to create, the power to manifest your desires. And Nethys told you how to unlock this power. When the morning came and Rudy regained power over his own nervous system, they talked. And Rudy cast a spell to learn the story of the Ring of Three Wishes. Rudy witnessed the truth. Marnie, once a simple little ooze in a swamp, who just wanted to be a person. Rudy saw effort, attempts, and failure. And when you came back from that vision, having seen the last you saw Marnie walking away from the life she had known, wandering to find out if there was any way to get her wish. The ring in your hand now held one wish. And that's where we're coming back in.
Oh, oh dear. That was informative.
Oh, what did you see?
What didn't I see?
No, I'm asking what you did see.
It's a figure of. Never mind.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not entirely sure whether this ring was owned by Jillia's lieutenants, or it's just somehow become the manifestation of, I don't know, their desires, pardon the pun, their wishes. I saw the three of them.
Do you think they used it or that they created it?
It didn't show me that. I couldn't tell you. All I know is I cast the spell and I know I understand more about Marnie now. Or at least I have an idea how she got set on the path of on what she ended up with.
That's fascinating.
I'm sure this is not something that they intended anyone to have. I don't see them creating this and infusing such detailed information. I mean, if they were alive and I had access to this, the emotional torment that I could impose upon them would be amazing. But thankfully, we're above that, and they're dead.
That's concerning, but I'm just going to gloss over that. So did it work? Did you find any keys to unlocking its powers?
There was a physical change, wasn't there, Josie? Just remind me.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the three little nubbins of the ring has turned from black to a silvery white.
Well, yes. And Rudy holds up the ring. He's not wearing it. He's holding it. And I'm assuming Nana and Arthur have come over. Well, yes.
I would assume by this point. Yeah.
I've unlocked, by listening to Marnie's story, so to speak, I've unlocked a single wish.
Oh.
I would need to cast the spell multiple times and experience the other stories for us to unlock the rest.
I see.
Arthur holds up his pinky. He goes, "It's awfully small. Like, I don't think it would ever fit on my fingers."
It's not going to fit on it will fit on anyone's fingers, Arthur. It's a magical item. It'll expand and contract.
It definitely wouldn't fit Arthur's fingers. He's right.
No, it absolutely would.
No,
It's a
Rudy,
magical item. It would absolutely fit on it. Look, I would show you if I wasn't afraid of Arthur saying he wanted a wish or something.
If I may, what was Marnie's story? I know we knew some of it, but not all of it.
Well, it's kind of sad, actually. She was created as an ooze, originally just one of those small, unassuming oozes, but she was, for want of a better word, she was conscious. She was sentient. She was more aware than the others around her. However, she wanted more. She wanted to have friends. She wanted to be a person. And it was almost completely innocent. It was a completely innocent want until it got warped and people got violent with her.
Look, we could go down that whole story. Every baby isn't born bad. Every ooze, I guess, isn't made bad either. But I cannot look past what they have done.
Oh, no, please. I'm not saying that Barney is a good person by any
Also,
sense of
also,
the word.
there's no need to look past her. I mean, she's dead.
She is dead, yes. What's
Very
done
dead.
is done. But it's just, I can't help but feel
Interesting, though.
that a completely innocent desire might have been warped by Jalira. I honestly wish I knew more. But
Well, if you said it needs more.
Good thing you're not wearing that.
Immediately.
Arthur looks at the camera, breaks the fourth wall, and you thought it was going to be Arthur to say that first.
You specified that you were holding it. not
I've
wearing
always been
Yes,
specifying I'm
you did,
holding
you
it,
did.
yes, not wearing it, yes.
Thankfully, but that
I
was
have
still
always-
an
Nana
unintentional
sips
one.
her
Yes.
tea. You
Oh
don't know
my
where she got it.
Yep. I cannot believe that I
That
was
is
the
always got the
first.
tea.
That was amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait,
Well-
no, I said I almost wish. I didn't.
I think you said honestly, but you know what? That's all right. Look, it's
Well-
good. I think it's good to get perspective, and I know that we're not seeing eye to eye with the people that are our enemies, but it's sort of nice to know that maybe she wasn't all bad, even though it feels really bad to admit that.
I mean, anyone's desires can be warped.
I
Hmm.
don't think anyone is without their merit of some sort. But I think it would be interesting to learn more from the. You said there are other stories. Maybe it will shed some light on something that will help us with Jalira herself.
The other, I would think it's safe to assume that the other stories would be Marvin and Martin's, respectively. I did see all three of them initially.
Oh,
3 people,
All
3
right.
wishes.
Is there a limitation on the wishes at all?
I have
I'd say it was
no
3.
idea.
yes, there's 3 of them.
That would be the first
Just thinking
limitation.
maybe
No.
there's 3 wishes
Oh,
only.
look,
I mean, in the way of, if you ask for a pot of gold, is that allowed?
You
or is
would-
it like
I
you
don't
would
know.
use
It's a-
one
It's a-
of potentially infinite powerful wishes for a pot of gold.
no. I was
No,
just
a
like,
pot
for
of
example,
stew, though, I would.
Ooh,
understand.
okay.
Arthur,
You know what?
I
Now,
thought-
nothing.
I think-
Nana, you got something there.
No, it's a very good question, though. I don't think, not even Nethys knows about wishes. He made it quite clear that it was not something in his realm of expertise. So far be it from me to tell you what you can and can't wish for, but I would suspect that anything that's just based on the words of some dumb mortals like us, Rudy, I know you were going to say it, but
I wasn't, but I was thinking it.
yes, thank you. I think we should just be very careful, not to inadvertently activate it.
Oh, of course. I don't want to waste that wish. I'm just saying,
and-
like, is there limitations to, like, can we make someone fall in love with us? Or
I don't know. Possibly.
Arthur,
I
this
mean,
isn't
anything is
some.
feasible.
This
I
isn't
just don't want to
some.
make a wish that we can't wish for.
No,
Well, the thing about wishes is that you can wish for anything you wish for. It's more about how that wish gets interpreted by whatever powers are interpreting it.
I
Oh,
think
so you got to word it really well.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, I'm
I
out.
would.
Oh,
I would
we're
suspect
terrible
that,
at that.
I
absolutely
would
is
suspect
horrible.
that the wording is probably the most important thing when it comes to wishing.
I mean,
So-
is it as important as reading the terms and conditions?
Oh, no one does that, but
No,
probably.
Why would you do that? That just sounds like a terrible time.
I don't know. Maybe you get drunk one night.
Gerald, you've gone bright red. Are you all right?
No, fine.
Anyway, I believe we should just hang on to this. Maybe pop it inside one of those wonderful pocket dimensions that we have, and just leave it as it is for now.
It's kind of terrifying, honestly. It's like I don't know if it's scary or less scary than the deck of many things.
Which is why we should not let anyone know we have it.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. Yes. Can we all agree that no one must know that we have this?
Yes.
And in the future, no one should know about the deck either.
Can we disguise the ring to make it look like it's something
I mean,
else?
as long as it's in a bag of holding, they have to know that it's in there.
I mean, there are illusions and things, I suppose, that might make it look different, but
Gerald, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Hiyo.
You don't think the ring is
Ooh.
scary? Check out my beans.
27.
27.
I feel like that's pretty good.
Did that actually
You
go to the
do
track?
know
It
that
did.
there is some fairly rudimentary magic that
Ah.
lets you mask an object's sort of natural magical emanation.
Oh. Not a spell I know, though, I presume.
It's a spell you've studied, but you yourself do not have access to it, called Magic Aura.
Oh, okay.
Yes, which allows you to either tweak an item's magical aura so it will essentially seem like it is something else, or you can attempt to completely hide and cut off the aura.
Is that in my spell list at all, or no?
No.
All right. Yes, there are spells that could somewhat mask or obfuscate. I don't know them though.
Okay.
Not something.
Do we even need
Not
to do
something I
that?
can
Though?
do.
If we just put it in the bag of holding itself is magical. Would that not mask the?
Oh, as far as prying eyes go, yes, certainly. And I don't believe that things can scry into extraplanar spaces like that, as far as I'm aware.
Right. Well, I don't really think I have it in me to cast that law spell again, nor do I think I have the components to do it. So I think we might have to leave this for another day.
Did it use it up?
Oh no, the ivory is still here. It's still immaculate, but the
Good.
the
Oh,
incense,
just the
and
incense.
the
Well, that makes sense. I suppose you did burn it.
yes.
Hmm.
So we should probably.
Shall we, Nana? Did you want to hold this, or do you want me to put it in the handy haversack?
Truly, I do not mind. Wherever you think it would be
Oh,
useful.
I have an idea. If you're holding on to the deck, maybe I hold on to the ring, and that way, if we lose the bag of holding, we could use the ring to wish for it back.
You know what? That's
I
actually
love
a
this
great idea. That's
Because my cauldron's in there and it's very important.
you know, next time Arthur travels through a magical painting, we have no idea where he's gone. We could just wish him back.
I mean, potentially, if there's no other choice, it seems much safer and yet much more dangerous than the deck. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but at least this one will obey our intentions, probably.
As Rudy hands it to Gerald, he goes, "Imagine if Jalira got her hands on this. That would be terrifying."
Oh, why would you put that energy out in the universe? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Can we not wish that
Why
she'll
would you
never
just say
receive
I
it?
said, imagine, Arthur, please.
Hey, I'm not holding the ring.
Yeah, I'm holding it, but not wearing it. Obviously, we've all agreed not to be wearing it.
I think a general rule is that unless the character clarifies they are wearing the ring, we are holding the ring. Surely we can just agree on that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, until someone says that they have put on the ring. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, yes, it's. Anyway, I guess I'll just put it in the haversack.
Hesty sort of sheepishly sidles up to the group and
Oh yeah, we
stands
got
there
this
for a
one.
moment and says, I didn't know how to bring this up. And I don't mean to pry, of course. I would never really ask for anything. I was just wondering if I could get some clarification. Well, the other day when Ash was here, she offered me a book, but you took it, and I was just wondering, was that supposed to be for me? Or of course, I'm not going to claim anything. I'm just wanting some confirmation whether or
Oh
not
yes, what happened with that? I did admittedly was a little distracted.
Well, we didn't really do. We didn't use it, certainly.
Level him up.
It
Swear to
was
God,
a.
Bessie is not dying on us again.
It wasn't. Which book was it again? Sorry, I'm not
strength.
even. It was a strength book.
Yeah.
I don't need strength. -1 in strength.
I mean, Arthur could
I
take
don't
it.
need-
You've got a belt.
You're wearing the belt.
You don't get no
The
strength.
belt and the book would not stack.
Mm.
Yeah, the belt supersedes because it's a higher.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't you pout. You got a belt of strength.
Yeah,
You
you've
can
got,
pout
like,
a little bit.
you've got the
Hey,
strength of 3 geese.
don't pout, and I'll let you plant a bean.
Yes. Did I? I don't think I had it in my inventory. I don't think I actually put it into my character.
Admittedly, we
but-
were a little distracted with that. There
yes.
was
Can we
conversations
roll
going
the
on.
dice to see if you forgot it in the snow?
There is no way.
I reckon
There is
so.
no way,
I
Joseph.
reckon so.
That'd be really funny.
Well, fair.
It
No,
was.
Gerald was actively hair drying the book since it
Mm,
was wet from
mm.
having been in the ash hole.
That's right.
I
So
yep.
so you were
I was drying
actively
up the
like
pages so it could be used.
trying it. Yeah, but Pesty has asked if it was like Ash said it was for me, but I'm not going to take it from you if you think you need it either.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I necessarily need to be stronger. I mean, I have been
The
told
book
I
makes you
could.
stronger.
Yes. Essentially,
I've heard reading was good for the mind, but
Well, knowledge is power,
Body?
Pesty. That's probably how.
yes. Well,
That's why how
I
Gerald is
don't
so
know
strong.
magic.
well, after magically identifying it, it is a tome that after reading it, once every, I think it was 100 years, can grant you an increase in physical strength.
And does it work right now?
It works if you spend the time to read it. Let me just grab the tome.
I think it's gainful exercise. Manual of gainful exercise.
Manual. Thank you. I was looking
Yeah,
at
there's
I was like,
a tome. Tome is the soft
got
stats
it.
one.
Got it.
I
Got it.
think.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Yes. So I'll pull it out of the haversack and have a little, not an actual magical reading of it, but just to flick through and see that it's dry enough to actually use at the moment.
Yeah.
First of all, yep. And here it is. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer, okay, so it's just once you hit 48 hours in a maximum period of 6 days, then your strength score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score as well. Oh, that's pretty. Having the max go up is actually really big, because that's probably one of the few ways that you can boost a 20 to a 22, right?
Correct.
Wow.
Where's Goose when you need him?
I will say though, for the sake of meta, like, just like I know we want to use the book for Goose would be cool, but it doesn't really have any use for Goose. Says as a barbarian, Goose will get like a massive stat bump in strength anyway.
Oh.
Yes.
Sure.
And
Well,
and Goose won't have the time to read it.
Can
True.
Goose read? He can. He can write a
Oh,
thing. I just
yeah,
had
that's
to.
true.
I just had to be the one to ask it.
I
you
don't.
know?
I don't think that we would necessarily know whether Goose can read or not, though, right?
He did
So-
sign his name in your
no.
book, though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Immaculately too.
So he
I
can
believe.
write.
Yes,
Yeah.
incredible
Immaculately.
cursive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better
so,
than
yeah.
Rudy's writing.
Like,
Yeah.
well, Rudy doesn't
This is
really
just
have
me, the DM,
fingers
saying
anymore.
that saving the book for Goose is just not gonna do it.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. So I'll back in character, I suppose. Well, I mean, I don't exactly do any physical anything particularly, so it's wasted on me. Arthur's got the belt. Rudy and Nana are much like myself, and seeing as Goose isn't here, I don't see why not. If anyone else has any ideas?
I don't think Dionysus needs the extra muscle either.
No, I don't think so.
Pesty, this book is for you, and it was a gift for you, so I think you should take it. And look, no pressure. Sometimes reading is a bit much, but whenever you have a chance.
It will take you a solid 48 hours to.
What if
to
Arthur read
it.
it to you?
That's not how this works, Arthur, at all.
No, let him cook. Let him cook. Hear him out.
I'm sorry, but I love the visual.
Okay, but
Why do I see that like Arthur stumbling on like certain words and Pesty actually correcting him on the words and like
this could be a
they're,
really good bonding
legit.
experience.
they're, like reading in tandem?
Not because Arthur's the one that reads it. He gets the upgrade. Technically.
Wow.
No, couldn't you just share it at that point? Come on, you did it together.
I mean, I guess you could always give him the belt, Arthur, if you want to read it.
Arthur looks down at the belt. No.
Arthur, I don't know if you like reading that much, but I have these really cool other trinkets that I've never played with, and once this is all done, we can plant some beans. How do you? They're probably just regular beans.
Nana,
but
this
you
is like
never
the
know.
second time you've mentioned beans. What? Gerald, give
I don't
Pesty
know,
the
they're
book.
just
Nana, what's
burning a
going on
hole
with the
in my
beans?
pocket.
Yeah, I'm just handing Pesty the book. I'll be like, it'll take
just-
you a while, but
I missed my garden.
Well, I've got plenty of time whenever you do your little planning meetings. I try to not listen in too much unless I'm asked, so
Pesty,
might as
please.
well distract myself.
Oh my goodness, Pesty, you're always welcome at planning meetings. All right, this all concerns you too now. So, but also I do want you to get strong. So whichever one you choose.
yes, get swole, as the kids say.
Do the kids say that? I'm just so old.
Arthur
I
just
don't
looks
know.
at like
I do-
Rudy side eye.
I do have Gerald. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
This is something maybe a little bit. Gerald, may I have a moment of your time? And Pesty sort of walks off, like puff chest,
Nana gives him a
like
little nod,
around
like, yeah.
Dionysus.
Very well.
Rudy's just left
Also
standing there
putting on
going
some
like,
airs.
what?
Sparkle,
What?
sparkle.
What
Yeah,
just happened?
The billowing,
Yeah, the
sparkling.
constant billowing. Yeah. What can I help you with?
Yeah, Pesty immediately, when you've got like out of earshot, slumps down a bit again. I had a question. Again, I would never try to take anything from the group, but I had a question. You seem to know magical things, and
Some.
and I know that while you were talking about that ring, you said you didn't really know what might be doable or not, but I felt like I had to ask. Could it bring my family back, you think?
Whoa.
I'm just saying, like, do you think something like that is
Gerald kind of
within
just
the
like
realm of
nods and sort
possibilities?
of holds his hand up and is like, I do understand, of course, where that comes from. We have all suffered loss of different sorts. There are certainly many lives I wish I could wish back, as it were. Far more than I have any right to really comment on. But I don't know is the simple answer. Simply put, I mean, Rudy himself is capable of bringing back the dead. I don't see any reason that a wish could not do similar. I don't know what kind of limitations or anything like that is on such a thing, but here's what I do know from Rudy about resurrection. He said in the past that it's very important for him that the person who is dead wants to come back. Logically thinking, were one to wish for someone, I'm not sure whether that would give them a choice. And I would hesitate to recommend that as a course of action. Because
I see.
sometimes I think the dead are better off sometimes. And not everyone shares my sentiment, but
I do, considering what I've been through the last couple of months. There were times when I wished that it would all end. I wished.
irony, yes. Me too, Pesty.
Can I
Even
ask you to
myself.
consider something though?
Always.
A hypothetical. When all of this is said and done, if the ring is still around, could we maybe try?
Well, who knows what might be possible once all is said and done. But I will certainly keep your request in mind at the very least.
Thank you.
Yes, I appreciate your loss, and I'm sorry that it plagues you so still, Pesty.
It's not easy.
No, it never is, but everything dies. Well, maybe apart from the undead, but they're already dead. So I guess that still holds true, I suppose, technically.
If
So
Rudy's
everything,
No,
yes,
now
everything
I'm just
dies.
thinking, what if they're still somewhat aware of what's happening?
Oh, that would be awful. I know you know all about that, right?
Roll the 0 on tact.
Pesty,
No!
Pesty
Pats his
just
shoulder
like
awkwardly.
walks away.
We are the worst.
We? Excuse me, that was not a we moment. That was not a we moment.
But hey, you got better.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Give me that ring!
I appreciate you keeping it in mind.
Of course. Perhaps there's a more mundane, well, not mundane, that's the wrong word, but perhaps there's a less tricksy way of doing such a thing. I don't know. This would be something to ask Rudy, perhaps.
If Rudy still had ears, they'd be burning so much right now.
He's still the expert when it comes to the afterlife and prevention thereof.
Rudy, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why?
Oh, wisdom. Dionysus just
Burst through a wall.
No, he's got his head like facing the other way, been pretending not to listen, and just whispers to himself.
this whole time. Oh. Sorry, so it was a wisdom saving throw and then a constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, the wisdom coming right up. Oh, it's a 16. And then the constitution shouldn't be better. That's a 14. Yeah, these are not great.
You got a 7
Not
and a
the
You're gonna be
worst.
fine.
It's still
probably.
above average.
Yeah.
I mean, what is
I mean,
average?
it would be 10, wouldn't it?
As you're standing around, everyone's starting to pack up, considering what to do next. You've just you're picking up your stuff after having performed this ritual on the ring, because that is something that just happened.
Mm.
And you hear a voice. I will find you.
Oh, yeah.
And you have this sinking, hollow sensation in your gut.
Don't I always?
Yeah, but this time it's even you. For lack of a better word, you can feel a draft. As you look down, and the hole in your gut is still very much open.
Hmm.
Gerald, I think I might be cursed again.
Oh, again?
Yes.
Decurse yourself.
Oh, not again.
But
Oh,
I
no,
want to
I
know
don't
if it's
want
a
to
good
see-
one or a bad one.
A good one.
Well, the
Storms
last one
over
was a
the-
good one.
Gerald storms over the room, sort of shaking his head.
Arthur, you see Arthur just looking into his hole, just like, yeah, that's a hole.
No, the hole's fine. I
Yeah,
just-
like Arthur, you're looking at it, and it's got that little sinking in the skin,
those,
and you
like,
feel like
holes
you're holding
there.
an arrow. Like you could probably fit an arrow all the way through.
Oh, all right. Give me 10 minutes and I'll focus and cast Identify.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check as part of this identify.
No problemo.
Also, Nana, are you gonna use a bean?
No, I just wanted to know how many I had. Because if we use a bean right before Jalira, I'll be honest, I've read these and they're not good.
26.
They're so bad.
20s. Look, the beans are amazing.
It's a bag of chaos. Yeah, but we don't know that.
It's true. It's true. Nana's thinking about it, but she also knows that she doesn't grow in the snow, so she's probably gonna wait back until they do
Of
an
course.
inspire. Yeah.
Gerald,
I mean, yes.
there's no new curse on Rudy. But the existing curse has grown deeper, more malicious.
Ooh,
The body rot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It seemed to have stopped, but now it's become active again.
What? Come on!
Gerald kind of finishes the thing and sort of recoils a little bit, like, How do the
Poke.
medical people do this?
poke.
If you're about to tell me I'm dying, tell me something I don't know.
You're dying faster? The curse that you had before, the body rot that seemed to have, plateaued.
Yes. The one that I'd overcome.
Yes, now it's diving off a cliff, and you're not overcoming it anymore.
Oh.
You got a way with words, don't you, Gerald? As Arthur stands up.
Well, that's not very nice at all. I
No.
specifically told that dragon
It's-
that
Yes,
Yeah.
so whatever the curse is doing, it's turned it up to 11.
So you're no longer immortal?
I'm still immortal, Arthur.
He was
Don't.
never immortal,
I'm.
Arthur.
I'm.
Arthur's winking to Gerald like,
I-
yeah, I know.
This
I
is so
think
frustrating.
perhaps it's time to just remove the
But-
curse and not gestures vaguely at all of Rudy.
But Gerald, if we remove the curse now with a hole that big in his body, would that not?
Oh no! Remove the
kill
curse
him?
on the item, not whatever's happening with me. What I am is a direct result, I would say, of the combination of the curse starting something and my connection to Urgathoa finishing
Well,
it.
you said that Urgathoa was the one that was sort of keeping you level
I assumed
In
that was
one
the
piece.
case. Yes.
in one functional piece. So perhaps if we just remove the curse from you, and we don't recurse ourselves with the cursed armor, I think that's probably going
But
to
we're
be
already down a set of armor. I can't go into a battle with potentially Jalira naked, can I?
You
do
could,
we-
but it would be ill-advised.
It's like wearing nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Arthur.
To me, yes, I mean
Mm.
that's frustrating. I honestly thought we had gone past this, but I legitimately wanted to help that spirit. I wanted to figure out, ask it what happened, and do right by it, but it just doesn't seem to want to.
Perhaps there's nothing left to placate.
And sometimes even when you want to help, the hurt is too deep. I know you want to fix it,
No,
and I know
there's-
you would have happily given over the armor, and sadly I don't think it was in the talking phase very much, but
It seemed definitely
sometimes
more intent on the killing phase.
yes, it did. Sometimes you can't fix it.
No, there's nothing I can't heal. I'll figure it out. I need some bones.
That seems like a very healthy mindset. We're not going to say any more about that.
Are we not, Nana? I think that.
Oh, I need bones to talk to Ergothoa, not. You've all seen it. I just don't have any on hand at the moment.
Wait, do you still have?
No, I got none.
You don't
I
have the
got-
spectator skull that I've been lugging around?
I'm sorry, Nana. Have you been holding out on me?
Okay, well, the last one you used was when like you were with River,
Yes.
but I think we had two.
All I know is I've struck all bone-related items off my inventory aside from the ivory, but I'm not going to utilize that for anything other than legend lore.
Okay, well, in that case,
Because there were two spectators.
there were, and we did take.
Hmm.
Past tense.
I don't want to talk. Rudy, I just feel like you haven't. And she's like lugging this thing. I just don't want this in my stuff anymore. Can you just take it, please?
That uses up a lot of space. Also, ugh.
I mean, I don't want to take up any more time. We should probably I
Right,
can.
I'll
We've
shove it back
actually-
in, but you remember that it's in here, all right?
we do actually have a little bit of time at the moment where we have to wait out the day.
Oh. Rudy looks up at Diana.
But I do not suggest doing it in here.
No, I was going to say that. I'm sure you don't want me communicating with. I was going to say your old enemies, if my knowledge isn't flawed. But anyway, I can. Can I just hop out and back into the dimension, or do you have to?
I don't, is the problem? No, I think I'm misunderstanding that you meant that we're not waiting out the day in the pocket
Correct.
dimension.
I cannot maintain
I
it
thought it was
for
me.
that long.
I thought I was the problem.
It also could have been you, Rudy. Don't worry.
How long?
I
can
can
you
only maintain it for 24 hours in here.
which is remind me how long in the
24 minutes.
I'm not doing
Got
math.
All right. Well, how about we drop?
Can we? No. Let's stay maximum time in here. Spend the 24 minutes. Have the whole day here. Then go back and then wait out the rest of the actual day. Maximize our preparation time.
Hesty sort of sidles up to Dionysus and says, if I read the book in here, does that count?
Oh, that's a very good question,
mean,
Pesty.
Should do.
You
I mean,
just
you
gotta
just got to. It just
Well,
takes.
then
that
I
amount of
better
time
get to
read
it.
through, right?
And like he just like sits down in the grass and like lays down and starts reading the book.
I'll make you some tea, dear.
Oh, actually, no, that's not a terrible idea. And I'm gonna pull out the manual of Private Sanctum that I've been.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it I've gotten through so far, but
Roll 2d6.
Okay.
And that will be the amount in hours, like total. Because there's been
Yeah.
like a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah, I've been trying to like do what I can.
Yeah, and you've been mentioning it as well. So 6. So you've done 6 hours of work.
Okay.
How much did it
Alright.
need?
I'm pretty sure it's got 48 hours as well written in it. Yeah, same as the gainful exercise one.
Well, with the time you spent here and doing the whole long rest, I'm gonna say you have 12 hours left inside this domain.
Oh yeah, cool.
Well, I mean, if we're all off doing our own things, I might take this. And Rudy, like, sort of pats the giant skull that's next to him and do my thing over here.
Yeah, could
Arthur,
you
I
just
need some strength.
away
please.
from Dino.
Yes, but Rudy, do consider just like removing the curse from yourself rather than just rotting more. I don't think you've got too much more left to lose. to be
I'll
honest.
consider it.
All right. I'm just going to be over here with Bestie reading.
What are you gonna do?
I
What are you gonna be
I
doing
guess I'm
now?
just going to lie down next to Bestie and open up my magic book and we'll just start reading together.
Aw.
I'm just okay. Refresh Cuddly's memory. Like, this was the morning? No one's had breakfast.
You've had
We've had
breakfast.
something. Okay. Well, then in that case, yeah, she'll probably just be
But in outside land, it will still be like before noon when you come out.
okay. Nana will just to tease a little bit,
Oh my god, a tease?
Yeah, a tease,
Oh.
just for you, Josie.
Oh, my.
Nana's gonna take out the little bag of beans and just kind of take one out and just sigh and go, you know, Arthur, and put it back in.
Oh.
Important. I just miss my garden. I think I'm going to plant these when we get somewhere a little warmer.
You can't plant them here?
Well, I it's a different plane, Arthur. I just don't think it would take.
How
I mean,
long
it
will
might
take to
take. It's
grow?
very lovely. Well, I feel like the idea of a plant is to keep it growing, right? Not just, a one-time use thing. Unless it's a carrot, I suppose. But carrots don't come in bean shapes, let me tell you that. And then she goes on to, like, this, she just begins to, like, tell Arthur the art of gardening. And I feel like he's probably not listening.
Arthur
Yeah,
just
and
sort of sits
you-
down and props his backpack up. And he's like,
Oh, he
just-
is listening! A captive audience. I love it.
And he just sort of leaned on it while I'm like lying on the ground. I'm like,
You do hear as well as you start going into your rant. You hear carrot cake.
And then she kind of turns, with the frosting or without? Very important.
With
Oh, that's, see,
it's
Dionysus
even
knows.
it's
Very
even
good
better with
taste.
a coffee.
Oh, that would be nice. We should all do that. Let's all do that when we get the blue one back. What? I'm just thinking about carrots at this point. What is the blue dragon? I don't even know. Sorry.
I'm
It's
the
fine.
Carrot
genius.
dragon.
Yeah,
Oh, Cuddly's thinking about carrots too. It's fine.
the blue dragon.
It is. Here it is. Yasif.
Yes,
Yes.
that is it. And
And that's,
oh, and then Nana turns to Arthur in the middle
Oh,
of another
it's-
rant and just goes, "Have you texted your girlfriend? I mean, messaged. I mean, texted. Who's what? Who are we?
Who are
Have you
we?
messaged?
I've been trying to keep constant communications. As
Instant messaging is very important in communication.
Arthur looks down at the ring and wants to see if there's a sense coming from it at all.
It wouldn't
It
kill you to
seems-
message first, Arthur.
It seems like it isn't acting properly.
Oh.
Probably because of the time being
Yeah.
left off.
Yeah,
Different plane of existence.
that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
got to be on the same plane, I assume.
You know.
At worst, it's only half an hour until
True.
Would she not get worried that the ring's not working?
Well, I mean, perhaps.
I
Maybe
mean,
you'll
as soon
check
as we
in
get
when
back,
we.
as soon as we get back, I have to. Otherwise, I'm dead. I mean,
Yes, no, when we get back to I'll remind you. Don't worry. You just rest up now. I'm going to think about carrot cake.
Speaking of communication, Rudy's still dragging the skull
Yeah, yeah.
into position.
And Arthur never came to help you carry.
No, he did not.
No,
So
no,
Rudy
he
was.
didn't.
It took him a good half an
didn't
hour to get it away from the rest of the party because it's a
I'm
big
actually
Yeah,
skull.
you managed to push it up a hill, and now you're rolling it down another hill on the other side. So you created some distance from the party.
Right,
It's-
chasing after it as it rolls faster than him.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, yeah, hope they appreciate the effort I'm putting in to make them comfortable. Oh, converse with deities makes everyone uncomfortable. I don't know why. They're just
Others-
jealous. They're just
others
jealous.
sort of rolls over. Oh, where did Rudy go?
You see
Oh,
these drag marks along the grass.
I have an idea. And I'm not even a good tracker.
The master tracker ranger is like, where'd Rudy go?
Big drag line. There's a part where it's like got halfway up the hill and you see it kind of like rolled back down a bit before like it seems to go on back up again.
Yeah, yeah.
Lost it for a second.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh,
So, Rudy, what's the plan?
is he? Well, there's never a plan. It's always just, well, let's try this. He's gonna cast commune.
Commune.
Yeah, using
Dun, dun, dun.
using the skull as a catalyst.
Yeah, remind us all what you get for casting commune.
So, sorry again, it is behind my microphone stand. I really gotta figure that out. Oh, I lost it. Come back, please. Oh,
Baby, come
it's
back.
gone. Spells are gone. Spells come back.
No magic.
It is gone, actually. Give me a second. I resized the window and then it decided to go, nah, you're not allowed to see the information you literally had just up. All right. You contact your deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. So it's not the best spell, but I did swap out, I think, divination for legend lore. So it's kind of like,
It's not the best spell, but it's the yes
unless
spell.
did I...
Ha ha!
Actually, let me just triple check that. Did I actually do that? I'm pretty sure I don't have divination. No, because that's a later spell. No, I don't actually have divination slotted right now, so I can't actually.
It's also a different divination gets you a clearer answer.
Yeah.
You only get to ask one.
That would be
question.
this. A long rest. A long rest is.
You've already just had
I
a long
know,
rest.
I know. Yeah,
You
no,
cannot benefit from another
yeah.
for 20 hours. Like I think it is 20, like 18 hours have passed. You can only benefit from a long rest once per 24 hours.
Oh,
Did you need something more than a yes and a
I
no?
think I do. I think I do. Really, sort of
Or
thinking about it now.
Does it give you enough if you like use the first question to get a yes or a no, and then like use that
Specify.
to
Do you
to
do you
specify for the
expect
next one?
me, AussieDevFro, to be able to figure that out on the fly?
Absolutely.
You also have that 15% chance lottery ticket.
What?
What's he asking?
I have no idea what that means. What?
The
15% lottery?
She's hinting at divine
Yeah,
intervention.
your divine intervention.
You're right. I could just cast divine intervention.
You could just ask your god for a favor and hope she's feeling like it.
That's right.
Just
Rudy
like,
looks at the skull that he just dragged all this way. We'll get to you tomorrow. And he starts walking back up the hill, leaving the skull there.
Leaving
Oh,
the skull.
Well,
Oh my God.
he's going to get Arthur. He's
Uh-huh,
not doing it himself again.
So, what are you asking before you roll?
Okay,
What
all
did you
right.
ask?
You would think I would have figured that out before setting us on this path, but the answer may shock you. He was going to. Thank you very much. He was going to. I'm torn between asking just how much danger is he in with this curse, or asking about how to. He wants to get in contact with this spirit, the dragon spirit. He wants to make things right with that dragon spirit. So I suppose what he is looking for is an opportunity for dialogue between himself and the spirit. And he figures, considering it might be dead, Urgathoa might be able to help arrange that. It's a very long stretch.
If you're doing divine intervention, could you just ask Urgathoa to put him at rest?
I don't.
No, we want to talk to it first, obviously. Come on. There's a story to get
no.
to. Come on.
He wants to do it right. He doesn't want to force it. He wants to do it right.
I love that.
Okay.
So you want
So
you want a conference call?
You want help getting in contact with the
Yes.
spirit.
Yes, that's what he wants.
Roll for D100.
Here we
Like
go.
15 or lower.
Okay, where'd
Need
you
this.
go?
Oof.
Where'd you go?
Come on, that 15%.
There we go.
Let's go.
D100. All right, there you are. Roll to everyone. I can't look. Well,
Oh,
That's the wrong 15%.
that was
I got a
bad.
15%. Just on the other
Is it though? It's a
side.
20. It's a 26%.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
And so you reach out to Urgathoa.
Mm. It's like, is there anything
you
I
do-
can do
you-
to make this right?
You do get the sensation that she's looking at you. But she's looking at you as if you were a snowflake in a snow globe. She's just like looking on, spectating like a child who's just shook in a snow globe and is just looking in. So she's there, she's watching, but she's not feeling like giving up anything just like
Yeah.
that.
Darcy is thinking, not Rudy. Darcy is thinking, about time she started looking at me again, because there's been a few times recently where she's just been giving me the cold shoulder.
Oh,
But,
fully
but
rejected.
that's
Like,
also
maybe
probably
Rudy's also feeling like that, Let it all out.
no. But
Really feel your feelings.
it's probably because he resurrected someone, so that probably put him in the bad books for a little bit.
So touchy.
Yeah, I know. All right, and then he sort of stops, turns back and looks at the skull down there. He's like, fine, and he goes back to the skull and starts dragging it up back again.
Okay. So, are you wanting to cast Commune, or
Nope.
are you saving the skull for another day?
No, he is saving the skull for another day. But he's sort of in his head. He's like, if that was the vibe he got, he's like, she wants something. So he's like, I'll do it tomorrow with the proper spell with the skull, and we'll figure it out that way. He's like, I know, I understand. I'm sorry for reaching out without anything. He's like muttering to himself as he drags the skull back up.
Without offerings.
Yep.
Man, I just cooked dinner. Arthur just draws a freaking arrow. Like,
Yeah.
got the short end. of the
Don't
stick,
remind me.
I just get jump scared
He
by mine.
gets to
Yeah.
the top of the hill and he sort of is
Like, yours
holding.
just you don't even summon yours. Yours is like, hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rudy considers letting go of the skull and letting it roll, but then he sees a form of Arthur who's kind of like half nodding off near Nana as she's talking to him, and he's like, "No, that would be very, very rude of me to do."
Okay. So, where are you leaving the skull?
He'd be rolling it back to Nana to put back in the bag because he's not holding on to that shit.
Make an athletics check.
No.
Oh, please, please have a 1. Please have a 1. I mean,
Oh
Yeah.
my god. There it
Oh,
is. He just gets like flattened like Looney Tunes by a
Oh my
boulder.
god.
Yeah, people like you all just hear like grunts of effort and a sudden,
Oh no.
I guess, yeah.
Um, Arthur looks
And
out for
then
this.
just like dope, 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 like a loud tumbling sound.
Is it coming towards Arthur?
No, it's rolling back the other way. You never got it up the hill to begin
Right.
with.
And in that case, Arthur stands up and laughs. He sort of starts walking over towards where
No.
Rudy is.
No, no, no. I'm being tested. I will get it.
Oh yeah, what's the name of that Greek dude pushing the boulder up?
Oh, it's literally
No.
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus, yes.
Uh-uh. Is anyone doing anything particular for the rest of the time that you have?
Nah, Arthur's just going to go on top of the hill and watch Rudy push back up the hill again.
Not even helping, just like popcorn. Just
No, he doesn't
He's
want
been
help
tested.
now. He doesn't want
He's
help
been
now.
tested.
No.
of course.
How long does it take to craft like a potion? Just like a health potion.
Oh,
I don't remember. Was it 12 hours or was it
It's
less
like
than that?
it's like a time per GP or something, isn't it?
no,
remember.
that's the GMG version. Sanathar uses.
Oh
a
yeah, yeah,
different
the more interesting version, right?
Because I think I have
Yeah.
some ingredients. I think I do.
Let's see,
That'd
crafting.
be a great use of time.
Yeah.
Mm. If only like
Let's
I actually
see.
used the potions in battle.
Right?
Was literally on 1 health in that previous fight. Had a potion in my bag. Superior healing. No. This
Didn't think of it.
didn't think of it.
No, it takes if you want to make a normal healing potion, is 8 hours of work, and you need 25 gold pieces of materials.
Okay. I think I have.
Nana would have all kinds of herbs and things. Nana would have materials.
Yeah, well, I think I had like. Oh, maybe I used it. I could have. Oh, yeah, I do. I have 200 gold pieces worth of like material components. So I think I could just take out of that
Yeah.
because it would have all been like. I imagine it would have been herbs and stuff. So I will.
Nana's secret
fix
herbs and
that.
spices.
Oh.
You know it. Okay, cool. Well, I might try and do that. So what will it be? One. It was 25, was it? Okay, 175.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
With Arthur not holding the magic stone anymore,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna go to Nana with the wound closure and the brooch of shielding, and goes, Nana, I can wear one of these currently, but I don't know which one to take.
Oh, well, let's see. Okay, the wound closure does what it says. I'm guessing.
Pretty much, it's when
It
you wear the
auto
stone,
stabilizes
yeah.
you, and you get extra healing when you roll hit dice,
yeah,
or you get more hit dice back when you rest. Stuff like
and
that.
then brooch of shielding, where you wear this brooch, you have resistance to force damage, and then you have immunity to damage from the magic missile spell.
Oh, that's very nice.
Hmm.
Oh no, they're both really good. Oh, I hate that.
Pretty good.
See my predicament, Nana?
I thought it was going to be an easy thing, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be so easy. Well, look, let's assume that we're fighting Jalira. I mean, do you remember her using the magic missile spell?
I mean, I remember a fireball.
Don't
I
remind me.
remember a disintegration ray.
Yes, yes, Rudy. Why don't you roll your skull?
No, no.
You really should help him with that, you know.
Look, after I put this on, I'll go see if he needs more help. If not, I won't help him if he thinks he's been tested.
All right, fair, fair.
Percy says, "Did someone say my name?"
No.
No, dear, you keep reading. We're just
Oh.
trying to decide. Unless you need a break, you can come help us decide what Arthur should attune to. I'm personally thinking the healing Arthur, but you know that's kind of what I do.
Or now, I could
Yes.
re-attune to the Sunblade.
You certainly could,
Or
but
I could
you might have
re-attune
remember. I'm just
to
gonna
the.
remind you that Jalira flies. I'm just gonna. I don't.
Well, that's
I
what I got the
I know
bow
that
for.
you can do wonders with a sunblade, but if you can't reach her, then you can't.
I mean, if I take her wings out,
Oh.
Oh, that's very evil of you. I think you might have an alignment change. in
And
your
optimistic.
I keep hearing Rudy in the background somewhere.
He's trying to get up the hill, but he just can't. Uh,
Oh, I can bring back our steed.
what's the seed?
The
Steed.
steed, the phantom steed.
Now, I really love that idea. However, I don't know that it's going to help you too much in battle. So maybe wait on that one.
I mean,
Maybe.
horse archers are pretty effective.
True.
Summon a
Oh,
war
shit.
horse. It's actually not the worst thing.
Have-
Wow,
I
why
mean-
why
I
would you
mean,
want to
having
summon a
that-
war horse when I can
I'm
just be
just-
a war
I mean,
horse? All right, that's fine.
I mean,
I'm not even mad.
besides
Could you-
having
oh,
one
God.
hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
well.
Phantom Steed is like, "Oh no, someone blew at me."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
while you think of that, it is time for us to take a quick little break. When we come back, Dionysus will be taking you all back to the Primaterial Plane for
Hmm.
the next day's adventure. So during that time, do any housekeeping that you need to do for your characters. Go get drinks, go get toilet breaks. But we have been, quick, just little recap. Joseph Poser, Dungeon Mistress, rode you from Participation Award, playing Gerald the Wizard, AussieDevFro, playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, Cuddly Raptor, playing Nana Melivora, and the Wettest Orb, playing Arthur Orbleth III. And we will see you back again shortly.
Ooh. Yes, I gotta recharge my bottle after chat's been hydrating.
Haha. You have to
Jesus.
recharge your bladder too.
I do.
It's cool. You know what? I'll stay here. I'll man the
Gonna-
fort. I'll man
Oh.
the fort, and then you guys do that, and then I'm gonna recharge my tea.
You'll raptor the fort.
I will raptor the fort.
All right, Chad, don't let Cuddly eat you while we're gone. We'll be right back.
What the heck? What the heck? I would never. Chat stinky. Yeah, I said it.
I am back.
Hello.
Back again.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Hey, Dad, welcome back.
Wow. I'm gonna just grab some more tea, I think.
Oh, no problem. You do you.
Yeah, I seriously, like, as a cuddly note, I actually don't know what to choose. I'm like relatively happy with the healing, but jeez, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go the shielding. To be
The
honest.
you know what? The shielding probably would be pretty good.
Hey, Double Dookie, Lazapan, happy NADOC, bud. Yeah, thanks, bud. And here's another person who does not waste all the coffee because he drinks it all, puts it into his blood, trying to use that energy to revitalize his bro.
Look, this is a little known fact. The hair isn't actually hair. It's finely woven strands of coffee that I have solidified. So I am literally more coffee than man.
There you go. Evidence is proof. Make sure to shield your OnlyFans. I'm not allowed to talk on that technically. Yeah, it's something that I get an email from Twitch, and it has a lot of things that I can and can't do. Advertisement of other platforms is one of them.
Probably saying what you're saying now is also not allowed.
No, I'm not allowed to say that. I can explain why I can't do it. So,
But what are you talking about? You don't have an only orbs.
no, I mean, look at this beard.
Oh, you're an only beards, of course.
See, this is the only part you would want to see. I can't hide the rest.
Even that's
alright?
debatable.
Double Dorky comes back. Cool, that's a better chance than you, Darcy. Beep, 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 beep.
I know where my talents lie.
Talking about talents,
Oh.
this is an amazing one that just turned up. Josie. Josie is an amazing talent. One of the
I'm a
best
what?
story writers.
What? Why are you lying?
Why you always lying?
Why you gotta be so cruel? How we doing?
Doing good. We're doing really good.
You doing good?
Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Eating some gingerbread.
So for everyone, AussieDevFro is a variety streamer. He streams a lot of variety games, but at the moment it's been Zelda mostly. And that translates to, yeah, he's really loving the game at the moment.
If you're a fan of watching someone make literally 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards, then a couple of steps up, then crashes to the ground, that's my progress in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right now. And it's fucking hilarious. That's all I have to say about it.
And then you've got Josie, which is the DM, which amazing storyteller, amazing story writer. And Double Dorky has put it brilliantly in the chat there. Nothing but pure unbridled talent. Now I'm gonna fuck this word up, but
Now I'm looking forward to you reading this word.
the Fanta Morgo.
You got this. No, I believe in
You
you.
can do it. You can do
You got
it.
this.
Fanta Morgo. Josie the Dungeon. I know it's a fancy word because it has more letters in it than I can pronounce.
I believe it says phantasmagorical.
It has. I can read it
Phantom
like
McGonagall. Yes.
I can read it like that.
Ooh, I am the Phantom McGonagall.
And then we have the Cuddly Raptor, another variety gamer, the smallest of all of us, as you can tell. You can say what the fuck you want. And you can say you hated it, but you're here still. You come turn up every single time.
He's got you there.
You got it. Yeah, you got a point.
And then you have
Point.
the last one to return, and again another variety streamer.
Oh God, Danny.
We are all streamers, so make sure you go follow them all when I hit this cast button.
But make sure you follow all the others and not
No.
me.
But
Really?
Denny, I have to quote Denny. Phantasmagorgle these nuts.
No, but yes.
Nice, Danny. Nice.
Danny.
Danny is amazing.
10 out of 10 will
Go follow
gargle.
Denny as
Wait,
well.
no, hang on.
Wow.
Oh, what?
Where's your mouth?
Are you alright?
Berry
What?
jelly.
Berry
What are
jelly?
you drinking?
Wait,
Why
what
are
are
you
you doing?
drinking berry jelly?
It's called berry jelly, and it tastes like all the red gummy bears have just been put into one drink.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
They're
you.
not wrong. That's kind of. I
Oh.
mean,
Oh.
But
sniff
you
it,
mean
maybe?
like they've taken all of the red gummies, squished them into one thing,
Yeah,
juiced them, and then you've got like this essence of red gummy.
Oh yeah.
Essence of red gummy.
Now, we're definitely sure that
What
they.
air dragon is that?
Now, that's how they make healing potions. That's why they're
That's
so
exactly
red.
what Nana's doing. She's just straight fucking gummy bear.
Hang on, you're making sure to not separate the families because that would be diabolical, right? If you're going to juice them, juice the whole family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
You just don't choose one from each family. You can take the whole lot.
Yeah.
I
What are
mean,
we
We're talking
I
about
don't
gummy
know.
bears, right?
Gummy bears?
Gummy
Okay.
bears.
No, that's fine. Sorry,
No, you mean the ones that jump and drink gummy bear juice?
what?
No, that's
bouncing here and there and everywhere?
Is that a vampire
Gummy
gummy bear?
bears.
what, vampire gummy bears.
You've never seen
I have
like
no idea what you're talking
gummy
about.
bears?
No.
Gummy bear. I
No.
haven't seen so many. I live under a rock.
It's about a bunch of bears that live in a forest and they drink this juice that makes them strong and they can jump really high.
Are they vampires or no?
No.
Are they vampire gummy bears?
Where did we get that? From?
No.
I just
Who
said
said
it.
that? I'm banning you for who
Yeah.
said that.
You know what?
Okay.
Maybe to save ourselves, we
Like,
should go
Laura
back to
gets
Dungeons and
it.
Dragons.
Gummy
Okay,
bear
Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that was so close to horny grandma. I was like,
No.
so scared.
No, not
Also,
on
horny
Dungeons and
grandma.
Dragons.
That's a different place.
Rudy, through lots of effort, finally manages to get that skull up the hill and then roll it down on the other side towards the party.
Other
Proud.
claps.
Gerald and Pesty have a little study session. They have some snacks, talk about their reading.
Lying on our tummies, talking about
Yeah.
our crushes, kicking our
Yeah.
legs up in the air.
Yes, of course.
Pillow fights.
Sure, sure. Nana is cooking up the good
With
stuff.
gas.
So you can add a healing potion to your inventory.
Oh, do I need to roll for anything or just add one?
Not really, no.
Pretty good,
You
okay.
just did it.
Cool.
You spent the time and the resources.
Oh,
Arthur spends most of the time considering which item to tune to. Before finally deciding on.
He has decided on approach
So
the
he's not
shilling.
decided yet. Okay, there we go.
Approach the shilling.
Approach the- Good choice, good choice.
Josie ticks the box behind the scenes. Next boss doesn't use force damage.
Every single boss is just an iteration on the party's meta.
Why would you?
Boss can't do magic missile.
No.
Just gonna edit stat block real quick. No. Dionysus checks in, make sure everyone's ready. You pack up your things. And you return to the material plane.
Arthur checks in with his ring straight away.
There you go. Good boy.
Yeah? What do you send away? Or do
He's
you just check
sending
if you have any
through-
messages?
He's checking first and then sending through comforting, warm, very alive vibes.
Very alive.
Good. You get back a sense of someone saying good. Good.
Keep it up.
Keep it up,
Yeah.
champ.
Arthur's doing great.
You're doing well.
He's doing his best.
Dionysus sort of like starts rolling around, like crawling in the snow, slowly thawing away an area and says, "We wait here until nightfall. But I will warn you, make precautions.
Oh.
We are heading into the Hailing Hills. The weather is going to be a lot."
Good to know.
And as he's thawing away, Arthur, you
Mhm.
notice something.
As Arthur would.
As Arthur notices. Arthur notices the third.
Literally his
You
name.
see, you see a shape where the snow is getting thawed away. You see what looks like a chunk of ice that is not thawing.
Hmm.
Oh.
Arthur,
Oh,
can Arthur go up and kick it a little bit?
Sferrera.
Yeah, it's big. Like it's like as you're looking at it, as the snow is slowly like melting away, it's big.
Arthur so goes very, very bogan like. Hey mate, why is this one not melting? Everything else is melting, but this isn't.
It must be Sferrera. My breath could melt it, but not my ambient heat.
Should we melt it?
If you want to, I could.
Arthur
Is-
sends back.
Have I seen this? Have you pointed
Yeah.
it out to the party?
Arthur just walked
Yeah,
over and
like
kicked
it's
it.
now a very, very noticeable like chunk of ice.
Oh,
What's in the ice?
is there anything in there?
I mean, Arthur's gonna
Um,
try and investigate it, maybe.
Can we do perception
Mm.
checks?
You can choose investigation or perception, but the ice is very opaque.
I mean, Arthur's totally gonna go perception on this.
Okay.
Normal roll.
I wanna know.
I mean,
Can you show me? Oh, and I thought my 21 was impressive. Okay, show
Oh,
off.
natural 20, hey.
I mean, I'm
Arthur
glad
looks
about
at the ice and immediately realizes that the ice seemed to be looking back.
it.
uh,
You burn that?
the ice is looking
Inside
back.
this chunk, you see a very familiar thing.
No.
You
Yes.
see a large, one-eyed, single organism, like it's just one massive head with its mouth ajar,
What?
one singular eye that looks dead, and several protrusions from the head with eyes on them.
Oh no.
No, no, no.
No. Let's
Is it
not.
a?
Mm.
Is this a?
What does Arthur say?
Is
Because
it a
It is
spectator
a
like the other one?
forbidden. It is a forbidden meatball.
I
Or is
thought
it
it was a
Like an
method.
undead beholder.
initially
Undead
thought it-
beholder? Oh,
Arthur
jeez.
Arthur just sort of holds his hand up to the dragon for a second and goes, "If you melt the ice, could you melt the things in the ice as well?"
why? What have you seen, Arthur?
What's in
Before
there?
we just start melting things, what have you seen?
Arthur sort of brings you guys over and like points at it, and that looks like an undead, one-eyed.
The name, Arthur.
Well,
What's the
do you
name
think
of the
anyone-
creature?
Have we seen it before, Arthur?
Is it something we've fought before, Arthur? That we've discussed that we.
Resisting the urge to call it a meatball. we have fought this before. We have won.
Wait, does a 21 make me see what's in it?
Yeah, you can.
It's a
You can
meatball!
see. It's a forbidden meatball.
We know its name.
As Nana, as you put your hands up to it, the eye
Uh-huh.
turns in your direction.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
it's a-
but,
oh,
it's a
fine.
lie.
I did not know that.
Wait, so is it an undead beholder, or is it? So it is
Yes.
clearly.
It's an undead
It's
beholder,
undead. Okay.
but it isn't like destroyed. It's still animated.
Right,
Oh,
right,
I
right.
kind of feel bad for it. It's so
So-
stuck.
Now,
We
So
should
yeah,
free
it's
it.
a beholder. It's undead. It's in there.
right.
Can
Well,
we
I
call it
mean,
fire.
naturally in this situation, we need to do the most logical thing. It returns to
Just
it.
destroy it.
Can you hear us?
Destroy it.
Move your eye up and down for yes, side to side for no. Can you hear us?
Can we look in their eyes? Or is it like petrification if we do? Is that a basilisk? Never mind. I don't know.
It's not responding. I
remember-
don't think it can hear
I
me.
don't remember the when we fought the undead one. Did it have the anti-magic field or no?
No, and you've never actually been face to face with the beholder. Any of
Oh.
you?
Surely
Oh,
we
yeah.
described.
The undead one we fought originally.
Yeah, but I'm saying that none of you have experienced the anti-magic field, so you
Oh,
Well,
wouldn't
that's what I
know
was
that they
asking
necessarily.
whether,
Yeah, so you wouldn't even necessarily know that they have one.
So Arthur's looking at the beholder with Rudy
Mhm.
asking the questions. Does it respond?
No.
I want to use comprehend languages
Oh, okay. Nana casts comprehend languages.
on herself. Is it saying
Okay.
anything?
No.
God damn it. Okay. No, it's not really saying much.
Yeah, I know
not
it
a
can't
very
say
chatty
anything. It
fellow.
can't move its mouth. I was hoping it
Can
could hear
we-
us and the eye
They
would
have
move.
mouths?
Can we just destroy it?
Well, that's why I was asking the dragon if his fire can also.
That's a
destroy
little
it. Well,
rude.
nothing.
It's trapped in the ice, and
I
it.
think
Rude.
if I put enough force behind to destroy this thing, I might take a piece of the land with it.
That sounds good to me.
No. It sounds
I
awful.
will not do such a thing, as it will simply yell where we are.
Yeah, let's.
All right, so we either
What-
fight it
What is it
or
even?
we'll leave it.
What is it even doing in there? How did it get in there?
It was just here.
In Sferrera?
I mean,
Isn't that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember that it's a product of Viasif or something, isn't it?
No thalage.
Oh, the Lage is the okay.
Can we assume that perhaps it was attacking Balaj and maybe got hit in the crossfire?
Dragons of direct descent from Thalage would be able to produce Spherera if they. How do we put this? Trained to. In short bursts, they would be able to concentrate their frigid breath into something that creates small amounts of Spherera.
Well,
So
perhaps we have-
either this thing has been moved from somewhere, or we have a very powerful dragon nearby.
Hopefully a friend, because it is a dragon and, you know...
But I do not see any harm in just leaving it as it is.
Or
I
it
suppose you're right.
can't get us from in there.
I feel like it would have tried already.
Oh, all right.
Isn't it a little cruel just to leave it here?
Cruel? Are you kidding? That thing would murder you as fast as look at you.
Well, I do see what you mean, Rudy. I do sort of... You want to put it to rest, if that is... Well,
can Arthur
Dinah-
do his dragon thingy? Sense if there's additional golden
your
dragons?
dragon thingy!
You can only sense golden dragons.
Yeah, so what?
It would be a white dragon that would have created
know
that.
what?
You
should
sense
sense
a
anything.
golden dragon.
You sense Dionysus, you fool.
Arthur still goes.
He's just like, I did it.
Dionysus, our knowledge on these creatures is a little lacking. Can they communicate?
Not all of them.
Well, I feel like if we could just ask it how it ended up like that.
This was created from an intelligent being, so there is a chance it could, had it the, space to move and make words.
You can't focus fire that breath of yours to just release the mouth.
Arthur
was
sort of,
hoping-
No, I could not.
Arthur sort of puts his hand up slowly.
Oh no.
Yes, the fool in the front.
The fool in the front actually almost forgotten that I learnt this language, but. I know a little bit of Draconic.
It's not a dragon, Arthur. It's a beholder.
I don't
That's
think
very
going to
impressive,
help
Arthur,
us.
and I'm very proud of
Doesn't
you.
other than dead talk Draconic?
No, it's draconic.
Draconic, sorry,
Primordial, because that's what
Draconic.
George was using back in the.
But also, it's the language of dragons, not of where of this thing's from.
Arthur, what language did you think it was?
Would any of you speak Undercommon?
I don't.
I can
Common,
understand
Draconic,
it, but
Elvis.
not
No.
speak it, unfortunately.
What about deep speech?
No, don't know that one either.
No, that was sort of George's specialty.
I'm afraid we've run out of options then. I say we cover it with something and forget it's here.
That might
Good
have to be
idea.
the thing we do then.
That's
Sounds
so
fine to me.
sad.
We can
It's
put
not
up the
sad.
dome and just keep it on the outside of the dome.
Yes, definitely.
You know what? I might as well put up the hearth as well, because why not?
Yep, we're
Putting up the heart.
setting up camp, so we'll
Yeah,
Big camp.
so we'll cast tiny
I will
hut.
make camp.
and we-
Arthur, do you want to roll it out of the way?
Oh, Pesty, just as a thought, you didn't happen to learn Undercommon during your time as,
No.
just kidding. All right, no, that's fine. Why don't you come closer to the dome?
The what?
The dome. Oh, you haven't. All right, wonderful.
Dimmadome?
It's a bit of a running.
The dome.
It's a bit of a running joke, Pesty. Just
It's
Oh.
a real scientific, accurate
I'm-
phrase.
when I'm done with this, just make sure you're within arm's reach.
Oh, all right. Yes. Sure.
He's been inside the domes before. I don't know why he's so concerned.
It's
Yep.
it's more the talking about the dome.
Yep. So yes, anyway, we get it all set up and comfortable.
And
Yeah.
I suppose we wait another 6 hours or
Go-
so.
go back to reading.
Oh, are we having a short rest?
You can definitely have a short rest.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
you can have many short rests.
I can do. Oh, it's in the middle of the day, isn't it? I hate it
What
here.
about it?
You know what? I'm just gonna scry. Oh wait, I should save it though. No.
Well, you can do it for free every short rest.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And we're going to be
No,
here for
I
a number
can't
of hours.
actually. Can I? I can only do Walker in Dreams once per long rest. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I would like to scry on oh my goodness.
The captain?
Yes, the captain. Thank you, Captain Febinus. Febinus. I can speak.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my
Captain, my
captain.
captain.
I would like to scry and just see where they are and if they've landed yet and where we should like meet them or if they're still on their way.
Okay. What is your spell DC?
My spell DC is 17 is a save DC.
Okay.
And I also have the shield of his, so I don't know if that adds anything
Yes.
to it.
Well. So Nana starts dozing off a little bit, just resting her eyes. Nana, you see drifting away. You still hear the sounds around you of the camp. Your vision starts to drift. And you look around and you almost feel like you're sleepwalking. You're in a very, very rudimentary looking campsite. Might be a lot. It's almost like a snow cave that someone's dug out very hastily. And you look, and in front of you, in human form, lays Captain Febinus on on his cloak on the ground, sleeping. You hear footsteps behind. You turn around and you see Endiriel is currently in the process of making some more room in this cavern of ice and snow, and you see Benny just at the entrance, keeping watch. They look exhausted.
Can I see any landmarks outside the cave, or is it really just showing me just inside?
You realize that you cannot move too far away from Pesty. No, Pesty? Captain
I
Fevidus.
knew what you meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
As part of the scrying spell, he is still the focus, so you can't
Mhm.
seem to go more than 10 feet away from it.
Okay, so I really just see that they're in a little snow cavern.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And that's all I need to know. I think
Okay.
for the time being. Yeah. She sort of shakes back awake and goes, "Oh, it looks like they might have landed. They're in a little snow cave, so they will probably be hard to spot, but maybe when we get a little closer.
All right.
But I
Well,
don't know if they're at their final destination as well. They might just be riding out the weather, as it were."
Well, if they're hard to spot, then that's probably good.
I'm hoping so.
Right.
I guess we
Well,
just wait.
tell me when it's time to not be reading.
Because as far as I'm aware, like in terms of cold weather protection, the only two of us that have that is Nana and Gerald. Arthur and Rudy only
Yeah.
have the cloaks. So
Yeah,
And-
because I've got cold weather gear and I've got
Mm.
resistance to
Yes.
magical resistance to
But
cold.
Gerald's very much set for this weather. He's still been affected by when it's been at its worst, but it's been nowhere near as bad as for some of you.
Can Arthur use the cloak of Phantom Steed, not as for that, but as just another layer of clothing?
You can definitely still wear it. Yes.
All right, Arthur is gonna try and layer up this bitch.
Nice. I have a question for
Yes.
JC.
Okay.
I have a so I think it's pretty fair to say that Nana has seen a seal before. Has she seen a polar bear?
No.
Not a polar bear, but yes, a seal. Because I think we did see one.
You've been a bunyip.
Yes, that's right. Okay, yes, and they
Well,
are
a
like
snow bunyip. So
snow bunyip.
you've been like a cold weather predatorial seal type deal. This is not I'm talking to the world now. This is not the Australian folklore bunyip. This is a Pathfinder
Yes.
bunyip.
Like a manatee, but with like fangs. No, like a seal,
fangatee?
but
It's
with
like-
orca teeth.
No, it's imagine a big it's like a big seal with a like shark mouth, and it's got like fur, lots of fur.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And would Nana know enough about them to know if they need to stay like wet constantly?
No, they don't. They got decent amounts of blubber.
Okay,
Blubber and fur.
fantastic. All right, you've got an extra cloak, Rudy. I have an idea.
Yes. Sorry, I was distracted. What
No,
an
it's
idea?
all right.
What's
Oh,
the
bollocks! I can't because they're both concentration spells. I'm mad about it. Rudy, I don't have an idea.
Okay. Rudy settles back in because he literally has nothing to do.
I'm
How
mad
much?
now.
How much time with the remaining time in the in the pocket dimension plus the time waiting out until it's time for us to leave would I be able to have been studying for?
I'm gonna say you can probably add 14 hours to your study time, so you'd be at an even 24.
Okay, cool. Half done.
Half done. Is anyone doing anything particular during these 6 hours essentially that you're just waiting out the weather?
Nope.
Oh, actually, I did have a thought.
Hmm?
In fact, Jared, while he's like there reading, is going to have this. Yeah, well, he's sort of like in that like over, when you're studying a bit too hard and your brain just like starts to go off. He just has one of those moments, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Nana,
Oh, yes.
are you able to still do that scrying thing?"
Oh, yes, but I also just did. I'm sorry, I don't think I can really put my mind to it again and for a little while.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking that it could be worth trying to scry on Jalira potentially and see if she's there or.
You know, that would be. Well, that could go one of two ways.
I
But
have
yes,
a
maybe
fear.
I'll try that.
I'm assuming, considering we're in the dome, we're all within
Yeah,
earshot.
yeah.
But
I know.
I have a fear that if we do that, there could be way. Is there a way that she could see
She
us
might
back?
know we're coming, but I'm not sure.
No, not really. I think the only way I was able to try such a thing was with that that machine
The telescope.
in the telescope in the castle, the sunken thing, the sunken keep. Blue keep? No.
So
Right,
there
yes,
is
the blue
it is
keep.
it was the
Yeah.
blue keep. So the
Yeah,
I wasn't
similar
even
to
there.
the Scrysicle, but it was a very fancy piece of arcane technology.
but what if Jalira has access to something like that? I just
Well,
worry that if we keep
I don't-
peeking in on her, that she might. I don't know.
Well, she keeps peeking in on us.
Mm, this is true. I mean, if you
And
want,
Gerald, you can tell there's currently like while you can't see it, you can sense that like little bit of magic hovering in the air just outside the dome.
Right. In fact, she's doing it right now. So,
oh,
Oh, well, I suppose never mind.
hello. Oh, I suppose if it's outside the dome, she can't see because it's I
Yeah.
don't have it see through. But yes. So
I guess we just sit here.
When you can, perhaps that's something to keep in mind to try.
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh, I because Arthur gave the sending stone back to Gerald. It does mention that you can hold it and know whether the other person has it on them or not before you try and call them. So can I hold it and see whether Jalira still has the other sending stone on her?
You look at the sending stone in hand, and it is inert.
All right, so she's not carrying it.
The twin stone has been destroyed.
Oh,
She stomped her cell phone out.
oh well, don't need this anymore. Huck.
Yeah, dunk. That hits the edge of the dome, bounces back in.
She crushed the other one, so this one's useless now.
Oh, no, not if we're scrying, it's not.
Oh, she doesn't have it though.
I only need something of hers. She doesn't have to have it.
Oh,
You're
all right.
right. Gerald
You
immediately
go,
goes
Nana.
over and picks it up. I'm sorry, Stone.
Yeah, so I'll give the inert one to Nana then as a
Nice. Yes, I'll add that. What do I call it? Sending
Uh,
stone.
it's a
Inert.
Useless
stone.
sending
Useless
stone.
sending stone.
Useless sending
the
Yeah.
the Jalirophone.
The Jalirophone.
Ring,
Oh my God, sending stone. There we
Jalira
go.
phone.
We'll put it in our bag of holding.
Why do I imagine a phone with little wings and horns now?
That's,
the
that's
Jalira phone.
entirely
I
accurate.
mean,
That's
you know,
exactly
she
what it is.
Well, if
would
you-
have a phone case.
Oh,
like that.
she would have.
No, I'm just
oh,
imagining it operates with the same logic that One Piece does with the Denden Bushi.
Custom Maximize.
Nope.
Useless was
Mushy, mushy.
Delira's.
This
Yeah,
is
that
the
just
shitty
takes
cook.
on the animation, the facade of the person.
Okay, so is Nana trying to scry on Jalira?
Would there be a second short rest or?
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Okay.
We're here for hours, right?
Yeah. Well, I just wasn't sure what constituted, Yeah, in that case, yes. She would try to scry on Jalira. Once again, DC 17. We've got Sending Stone now. And I mean, I don't know that I know her well, but I feel like I kind of know her well,
We know it pretty
So,
well.
I mean, I certainly know I know
Got a
what pisses her off.
possession. You got a possession, definitely.
And we know of her.
You have met the target.
Yes.
So
We've
yeah,
learned
I'm
a
gonna roll.
fair amount of backstory too.
I think, yeah, I feel like we know a pretty lot about her at this
I
point.
mean,
right?
You know
probably
what?
know too much
Yeah,
of her.
yeah. No, I'll allow it. So she's
We
gonna
had
have a
tea with her
negative
just the other
9.
day.
She's gonna have a
Ooh.
-9,
Ooh.
Okay, it's
but
still
she
go
also
poorly, though.
already has more than that in her saving throw.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
That's what I was afraid of.
I mean,
and she has advantage against
Right.
spells and magical effects.
Right,
yeah,
fair.
that makes sense.
So here we go. So you again settle down for a nap. I get comfy. You focus, sort of put yourself in a meditative state. You've done this a couple of times now, starting to get the hang of it. When you find yourself suddenly in a large, cavernous throne room,
Oh, she's in the castle.
carved out of stone and ice.
Oh, different castle.
Jalira is standing, and you see she smashes her hand down, and you see a table, like a large altar with things on it made out of stone, just crumples in the middle. And in front of her, on a throne made of ice, sits this insect-like icy blue. Imagine a centaur, but the lower half, instead of horns, is like a mantis. And its
Oh.
face has these long horns and the compound eyes.
I love that. Okay.
And it says, "Your bargaining chip is gone. Your forces are nothing compared to ours. I don't see why we should make a deal any longer."
Nana's actually just giggling and drinking tea. I bet.
Somehow she has tea. You're not
Yeah.
sure how.
She's gonna like she's
Yeah,
watching
no
a
way.
VR movie.
Her eyes
Yeah,
are still
yeah,
closed.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you hear Jalira respond. "You do know that even if I cannot force you to hand me the dragon peacefully, I can tear your entire colonies and tunnels down. You know the power I hold, and if you will not give him to me peacefully, if you will not show me where you have hidden him, I will tear this entire glacier asunder looking." You do see a moment of fear in this creature's eyes. Like the body language grabs the armrests of its throne. "You say these others are coming for him?" "Yes. I suspect I'll be here within a day." "And what if you deal with them?
Oh.
We will talk." And she stands up, sort of like dusts herself off. You can see the extra pair of wings sort of fold in. They look like they're starting to rot at the base. You see her horns no longer spiraled, instead just sharp, pointed, slightly angled backwards. Her stature is a bit bigger. Looks like she's gained some muscular weight. And she says, "Oh, I'll deal with them, all right." She turns around and looks you dead in the eyes. And that's where your scrying ends.
Nana kind of sits up like she's just had a bad dream. Oh no, she definitely knew I was there. Nice. Lovely. Wow. Well. Well, we're going to see her in a day or so. We're certainly
Oh.
going to see her. Unfortunately, it does seem like she's sort of been tracking our progress and
I would have presumed.
and sort of
suppose.
knows when we'll be arriving. She was having a chat with the Nana would remember, but Cuddly doesn't. They're the
Gelugons.
okay, yes,
Delugons.
Delugons. Yeah,
Gelugons.
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 She was having a chat with what seemed to be the leader of the Gelugons, who was not intent on giving over the dragon that she desires, obviously, because she lost her bargaining chip and she was quite upset. It was very funny. You should have been there, really. It was great.
You do all hear like a little bit of a very loud, bassy chuckle from right outside the dome.
I was about to wonder, is Dionysus' head just like in the dome or something like that? Have we given him permission to
Like
come in?
his head is resting against the dome.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she didn't like that one, Dionysus, not one bit. Broke the table and everything.
And she probably didn't like me surviving and turning coat either.
Oh, I imagine not.
No, I think we've all been quite the thorn in that one's side.
Let's see. And so Nana just basically describes the rest of the conversation and also the fact that she definitely knew that she was being screwed.
Yeah.
Dead in the eyes, I'm telling you, just dead in the eye. Couldn't even, she definitely knew.
And from what you say, it sounds like there's no element of surprise here. She knows we're on our way, and she knows that our time
She
frame.
knows we're on our way. I'm not sure if she knows they're on their way as well, you know? Captain Feminist, and she might just think it's
She does
us.
now.
well, no, she doesn't. If she's
She
tracking
doesn't.
us,
Yes, the scrying.
yeah, she's
But
tracking.
you said it can't, like, hear in the dome.
It can't see in the dome.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hearing,
outside.
hearing is also limited, and it is being pushed to the brim of what it can reach. You can only see and hear things within a certain range when you scry.
Okay.
Right.
We might have mentioned it before, so I'm not. But yeah.
So you don't know, is what
We're
I'm
not
saying. You
sure.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
It's probably safe to assume the worst and that she knows everything.
That's true.
Everything.
Well,
Everything.
everything.
She is
You know,
Santa Claus.
she did seem to. Let's see, what did she look like last time we saw her? She definitely has 4 wings now. 2 of them are rotting. It's pretty gross. No, I didn't mean
God,
anything.
would you
Rudy,
would you
you are
like me to
beautiful
put a
and you're
see
lovely.
if I can put a picture in the
Oh,
dice
I would
tray?
love a picture. I mean,
I mean, why not?
mean,
Does everyone want to see
I mean,
Julia
we all
in
want
her
to see
current form?
Jalera,
Oh,
right?
I mean, I
Because
can show
Because we may
anyway.
or may not have art.
We definitely.
It is unfortunately too big of a file.
Oh, what a tease. That's okay.
What
That's
a
pretty on-
tease!
that's
You know
pretty
what?
on brand.
I'll do a proper show and tell once we wrap up the session.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, sounds like at least we've made some positive steps.
Yes. And then it
Um,
also wants to mention how much bigger she looks. She looks like she's been working out.
She probably read from
She
the
got
same book that
swole.
Pesty read from, or at least a different book.
Oh dear.
Maybe. Who knows?
Pesty, is it a good read?
It's a bit dense.
Mm.
And you
It's
will
like
be
those
too.
muscles are gonna be.
Me too.
But how else are you going to get those gains unless you read through the dense words?
True.
I have no idea how that book works.
Oh,
Now he's just
honestly-
using it as like a weight.
That's what I would.
At some point, you get through a certain amount of the book, and the book it reads, "What are you doing? Just start lifting me, bro." And then
You just
that's
started lifting me, bro.
in fact, that's just
No.
like the first
That's-
page. It's the only thing the entire book says.
48 hours of full lifting unlocks the magic.
Yeah, or like
That's
each
hard.
page is just like telling you how many reps you need to make during the next hour.
And then one page has like the juice formula as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Will anyone have done anything else during this time?
I'm assuming Rudy's
Trying to
still
think if
not
there's
allowed
anything else
to. He
to
can't do
do.
his full rest, his long rest, so we can't switch spells. So
No, unfortunately.
I'm just
We
stuck
do
with
not
what we got.
have quite enough time.
Yep, that's fine.
I have another question, and it does deal
Yes?
with polar bears.
Oh,
Okay.
polar bear. Polar bear.
I'm just wondering, like, you know how like you huddled together for warmth. I'm wondering, like, if you had like a living rug essentially that you could hug, would it help with the weather? Do we think Nana would need to roll something to figure this out? I'm just wondering. I'm just
A
wondering.
rug?
Well, it
I
would be a
mean-
polar bear. I could summon one, I found out. I want to know if the polar bear sits on me and Rudy and Arthur, are we going to have a better
I guess. I mean, if you were able to summon one,
time?
then you would then find out what it's like, right? And then
And
you
then
could turn
I
into
sit
one.
on Rudy and Arthur. Well, actually, let me just make sure because it is a challenge rating of 2. I think I can do that, but you never know. You never know.
I
never
summoned
know.
Fridge Bear.
I can technically, but I don't know if I would know what it is, so we'll find out.
I mean, you'd also have to convince the bear to get on the dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
It's very true. You know what? I think we just stick with our first plan.
There is
which
no plan.
no, I
Layers.
do have a plan, but
You said it-
unfortunately,
It wouldn't
for
work.
me, I had a plan for us, and now I only have a plan for me because I just couldn't do the thing. Dionysus, how much can you carry? how
A fair amount.
okay, like in terms of like, if you were going to carry like, let's say you were carrying, do you know what a bunyip is?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just wondering if you were, carrying a bunyip, if you could carry a bunyip. That's all I'm wondering.
I can carry a bunyip.
Okay, that's excellent.
Can a
You said
bunyip,
it was going to be
Can-
cold. I'm just making.
can a bunyip
precautions.
hold on to Dionysus though, Nana?
I don't like you very much, Rudy. I'm kidding. You're probably right.
Well, I mean, we've got enough rope.
I'm sorry, we're not tying a bunyip on a Dionysus. We can't do.
I mean, we can.
We can't. Do
We've got infinite magical
But
rope.
does that
Nana.
mean we
can do
should? What if we
anything.
need to make a
mean, why
hasty
not?
getaway off Dionysus and we've got Nana in bunyip
We'll
form
use a
tied to a...
slip knot.
I can turn back, Rudy. I'm not stuck.
I feel like we need to get going or we won't be able to arrive by sunrise.
I agree. I think we should just get going. There's nothing we can do about me, so if you're going to turn into a bunyip, turn into a bunyip.
I can't until I'm on there, Rudy. It's a very delicate flipper situation.
That's...
Well, all right. If we're done here, it's time to mount up. Let's rug up as much as possible. Put every layer of whatever that's not going to impede us too heavily if we need to get off in a hurry. And I suppose we go, right?
Off you go. Dionysus takes a running start, leaps into the air, taking off into the night sky. Arthur has left us.
And he's gone.
Can the bunyip
He's
hold
gone.
on though? I want to
The
know.
bunyip.
Not
Are
so
you
much.
turning into a bunyip or are you summoning a bunyip?
Oh, I can't summon one. I would be turning into one.
Yeah, you keep your own intelligence.
Oh, so I can position myself well enough.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm turning into a bunyip, friends, and I can be in there for 7 hours. Let's
Yeah,
go.
so your Nana is set.
Woo! And you can cuddle up to me, Rudy. It's okay.
But is Nana slimy?
Furry.
No.
Furry.
Furry.
Very.
Yeah,
Well,
Nana
this
like
is-
Can we
oh,
all
has
just
little flippers.
we
This is
just
fine
make a
then.
little cuddle puddle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little
you
Nana
can make a
cuddle.
cuddle puddle.
Yeah.
Everyone cuddles up and huddles up. You get a protection from the worst of the cold, but you realize why quickly as maybe the first hour passes, and you get the heat. It's like you have built-in butt warmers because of Dionysus, but it hits you literally why this is called the Hailing Hills, as the snowfall turns into just little pebbles of ice pelting down on you constantly.
Oh, actually,
ow.
hold up.
Oof.
Do I still
And
have?
it is near constant. It is just smattering down on all of you. You have to hide under furs. You have to like cover your heads. It is also dark, and with this pelting hail, it is
Hoods up,
incredibly difficult to
bags over
see.
the back of the head.
Yeah, and it is getting increasingly difficult to see as well. There's a thick cloud bank. There are thick mists below. Dionysus sort of calls out, I do not know how to find them. I am sorry that I must rely on you all. Do you have any idea of how to locate where they are?
Nope.
Uh,
Oh wait, maybe.
Nana has to scry. That's our way of
Yeah.
communication, right?
Well, yeah, but I just read the spell again, and I think it can only be once per long rest. So I technically don't think I was supposed to have the last one, but that is
Yeah.
over and done. So I'll say I can't do it again. But I am thinking I can do.
Well, he was sleeping, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, like I think I can only do that once per short rest per long rest, like any of them. It looks like.
Right.
So I think I'll have to wait until we do another long rest.
I don't think we're getting another long rest. No.
That sucks. Think we're gonna need one. I might have something else though. Give me a
Rudy
second.
certainly has no way of contacting them at all.
Give me a second. Oh, wait, here we go. Uh,
Got something,
okay.
Nana?
Yeah. Nana will unfortunately have to forfeit her bunyip form for this one. But she will turn back and say, if we're within, we wouldn't be up 5 miles. That'd be ridiculous. We'd be up like maybe
You're
1.
not. You're like Dionysus knows as well to keep like a good height and is like starting to go lower.
Yeah. Because
It
I
is just
can do.
incredibly difficult to see. There's a thick mist as well as the hail, and the sky is completely overcast.
Okay. Yeah. That
But I will
works.
say that anyone who looks out, you can see this pitter patter of small lights, like almost like a light show of just constant reflections, and you see this massive glacier-like structure far away, and it's almost lit up from within by all of these lights reflecting infinitely within the ice.
Hmm.
And some outside as well looks like some form of township built alongside it.
Okay. If you think we're getting close, I can try to locate animals or plants. pretty sure there's only one cloud dragon around these parts.
I don't know if he counts as an animal.
Oh, describe. Does he count as a beast? Because technically it's beast.
He's a dragon.
Like if the DM were to like.
Now there is a specific spell called locate creature.
Oh, that's what I need. Let me see. I don't know if my staff has that one.
Or I don't know if there's something that they have that we know they have. Maybe locate object if anyone has that.
I don't know.
I do, but
I
not
have-
readied.
Yeah.
Everyone, prepare for combat. DM, utility time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, how many spells can I make the party burn on utility and getting there?
Ah,
Okay. You learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles if they are present. Would a starling be a creature? Like, are humans and humanoid things a creature?
yes, they are creatures.
There we go. That's what we're gonna do. I am gonna try and
I mean,
cast.
the dragon's a
that.
creature as well, right?
Do
You
you do you have it?
I do. I can cast it with my staff.
Nice.
So I will do that. Now, if I cast it with
Oh.
a staff, do I mark off one of the things, or is it that just a free, like, do I mark off a second level spell because I've
It'll
cast-
say it in
Right.
the it'll say it in the item.
No, but I cast it with my staff, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's like a
What
free
does it
cast. I think.
What does it say
It's
on
just,
the stuff?
it's just 2 charges.
It does not have locate creature. It only has locate animals and plants.
Oh, sorry. It says the closest creature or plant of that kind.
Yeah, so it has to be a beast type
Mm.
creature or a plant.
Ew.
Well, then it doesn't work.
If only we gave them a plant way back.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been
Nana
smart.
just starts gifting
That would've
everyone
been-
pot plants.
I'm
Yeah.
about to. At this point, they're all getting succulents. You can't kill those. And then she looks up and goes, I'm sorry, I'm not really getting anything. I don't know if this thing is on.
Well, if we don't have a way to track them,
I don't think I can pull another one of those scrying things, but you know, if we do end up stopping in a safe spot, then I probably can.
I'm afraid I don't have anything that can find people or like that.
You want me to just start yelling? Because I'll do it.
I mean, I could try and see signs, but I don't.
Well, I mean, we've got a big landmark, right? Maybe. Well, it is nighttime. Perhaps
We
one of us could. I could cast Dream, perhaps, and have a chat with one of them asleep and see if they can give me like a bearing from whatever that thing is.
I
if
think
they-
that's
if they know
much
where that
better
is.
idea. Yes,
I can't
let's
think
do
of much
that.
else. All right, I'll give it a go, I suppose. And I will cast Dream. And
Are you
try
sending
to-
yourself into the dream?
Sure.
Let's go.
And I'll try and contact whoever's asleep, I suppose.
Well, we know Fevernus was sleeping, whereas the other two were
Yeah.
not.
Benny was on watch, so probably try. Depending on the time, I might try Benny.
Try Benny. All right. I will try and target Benny with Dream.
Let's go.
Dream. So you Gerald gets as comfortable as he can as
Make sure I don't fall off.
No, you'll be fine. Make sure he doesn't fall off. I'm going to do this.
as you find yourself in a very it is just abstract space, really. Unless you want to actually form the dream, it just becomes this abstract space where you see Benny's form appear. And he just walks in.
Hello. It is I,
Where
Gerald,
am
the
I?
wizard.
Yes, I can see Gerald.
Yes, I come to you in dream form to ask where you are, as we're currently traveling.
Do you mean if I said I must be dreaming, I'd actually be dreaming right now?
Yes, actually, yes. Quite funny. Um,
It's quite funny.
but it's not your dream. This is just like a.
But
I'm
this is
actually
not
here.
my dream.
No.
Well,
It's,
And he just
I-
walks up and sort of like gives you a clap on the cheek.
it's sort of just straight through. It's still a dream.
You're not here.
But it's a dream manifested. Look, I'm here in your dream, but I'm controlling it for now. Yes.
You're controlling my dream?
Yes, and I'll change the.
Can you make a cupcake appear?
I don't see why not. Cupcake. Here you are.
And he takes it. Well, what would it taste like?
Whatever you want it to taste like, I suppose. What do you want it to taste like?
It tastes like dreams. And he just starts eating the cupcake. Like, go on. I'm sure you have something.
Okay. Yes.
He's eating the cupcake.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we're currently flying, but it's very poor visibility, and we were hoping to get some directions to find you. What I can see at the moment from where we are, and I'm going to change the dreamscape to show what we can see. So with the buildings and the
So it's like, where am I? Where am I? Just looks down.
dream. I'm just showing you the image. I'll like dream that he's standing on a platform, so he's not just like hovering in the air. Yes, I understand. So this is what we can see from here. Are you able to also see this from where you are?
No, we're on the ground.
Yes. When you were on the ground, though, were you able to? Do you know where this is relative to where you are?
No, but I can tell one of the others to send a sign, I guess.
Oh yes, that would be good.
I'm assuming if you're looking from above and we do like a little bit of a little light or something, maybe you can see it.
Yes, it would need to stick out from all of these other lights and sort of gestures to.
We're
the other things we can
nowhere near those. No.
Shit.
Oh, okay. Do you think we'd be able to? Oh, if you don't know, what kind of signal might you be able to send up?
I don't know.
We dreamed the wrong person.
I love this.
I'll ask the captain. He's better at these things than I am.
I absolutely love this.
I see. Is the captain awake at the moment, though?
Yeah, he was awake last I checked.
Because I can only do this with people asleep, obviously.
Oh, okay. Well, I can wake up and I can go tell him to give you a sign.
Yes, all right. That's probably not a bad idea.
You want me to do it right now?
Gerald's trying to think if there's anything else more constructive because this conversation is
And he
getting out.
vanishes.
Oh my god. Poor man just wanted cupcakes this whole time.
And I guess I'll wake up and probably wasn't the best person to ask, but he said that Fevinus is going to send up some sort of signal or beacon from their location so that we might be able to see them or know where they are. He did say that.
Wonderful.
He did say that he wasn't close to the little village lights, and he's not sure exactly where they are relative to this castle that we're seeing.
So we each take a different direction then?
I feel like if it's the captain, he might do something with the clouds.
And it's not so much a castle as it is just like, a termite's nest of tunnels and holes.
Yeah, it's the bug pit.
The glacial mound.
Yeah.
And somehow that's a worse phrase, but all right.
Can Arthur look for different weather effects? Like, obviously, we can see the wind that's affecting us now.
Make a
Can I-
perception check with disadvantage.
Because the captain would also make the weather not as bad where they
Yes.
are.
So yeah, so I'd tell the party. So Fevinist is he's going to ask Fevinist to make a signal. So I guess look out for whatever that could be.
Should we all do that then?
We will
Anyone
all
who
keep
wants to
look
can
at
make a
that.
Perception
perception
with a
check,
disadvantage?
but with disadvantage. Oh my
All
god.
right. So
I got another 20. It was a 20 and a 16.
And Dionysus as well, I presume.
Dionysus got a natural 1.
Oh, I got a
Nice.
nat.
he
I got
can't
a-
see
well, he's
shit.
flying. It's
Yeah,
understandable.
He's
yeah,
flying.
yeah.
He's flying.
I got a 7, which I'm guessing is what is going to be the thing, but you never know. It could be worse
Wait,
than
did I
that.
roll?
Oh, a natural 1. Let's go. 5.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm not the worst in the party at a perception roll.
Nana looks out and immediately gets some hail in her eyes. Uh, but Arthur, you spot exactly what you were thinking. There is almost like a tunnel of mist that reaches up 100 or so feet above ground.
Arthur points in the direction.
Like
and
an
says,
incredibly slow-moving tornado made out of mist. Just
Arthur
a
goes,
cylinder.
if I was the captain with that sort of power, that's where I would be. And goes, go this way. And he points in that direction.
Good spotting, Arthur.
That's actually very impressive. Well done, Arthur.
What are you talking? Well done, Arthur. What? Where?
Oh, Nana, look up for me.
Oh,
Try
God.
to-
Do it again.
Oh,
Nana, I've got goggles in here for you. Hang on.
I don't know. I have mine on my head. I don't know. What I'm wearing.
Oh, it's because you were a seal thing before.
Yeah, it's called a bunyip.
Oh, bunny.
Dionysus comes down and lands. Following this guide, essentially, he lands. And you can feel, as he's going closer, his form shrinks. And just as you land, he is about the size as the Owl when you fought him in his dragon form. And he lets you all off before the wings sort of furl in and turn into this majestic gown. As you see what looks like the Awe if a few years older.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I love it here.
And you do see Fevinus sort of holding his hands up. Very welcome, friends. Can I put this down now?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. And sort of like let's go, and you see like it just dissipates. No,
I'm very
no,
glad
it-
you did that. We might have missed you.
Ah,
Good fun. Good
I'm
fun.
so sorry.
We had some ideas. And Indirial was going to send a visual. Otherwise, do a little bit of a light situation.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I used up my scrying ability on Jalira though, so it was worth it.
Oh,
Oh, she's
Yeah,
so
you
mad
know.
at us.
Oh, she's
Oh,
so
she's
mad,
furious.
It's
and
amazing.
she's here.
Oh yeah, she's on her way.
oh, well, we know she's here, and Indirial keeps tabs.
Yes.
You see,
Well, she keeps
and
tabs on
Indirial's just
us.
standing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Indirial's standing like arms folded, just looking towards. You're like a couple of miles away from this glacier to the west. And Fevna says, very well, let's not dally. Come inside, come inside. And Nana, you see this cavern has been like excavated a little bit more,
Nice.
and you can all fit in there like comfortably. It is also like the temperature in there is a bit warmer.
Oh, this is lovely. This is very lovely.
It works. I suppose we should just get to it.
Hmm.
Yes.
And From what we can tell already, we've been keeping an eye on the glacier for most of the day since we arrived. There is no way we can fight our way through all of that. Impossible. They have, if not, at least 100,000 Gelugons, if we include civilians, which we could. They are still demons.
That is a lot.
Yes.
Well, I don't know that it's all right. Well, so there's a lot of Gelugons. Jalira seems to have made, last time I saw her speaking, of course, she seems to have made a pact with the Gelugons, and now that she's lost Dionysus, you know, uh, she's lost him as a bargaining chip, and the deal seems to be if she took care of us, then their deal would still stand, and she will receive her own prize, which is the Lodge. So, I
Oh,
believe we might need to face Jalira. It seems.
I was gonna do that anyway. You see, like Endirial steps up.
It does work for the plan, but I don't know how we're going to
The
get in
point the point
afterwards.
is we gotta hit hard and fast.
Uh, I mean, yes, she knows we're coming, of course.
She does. She's been tracking us, unfortunately, and I guess now she'd probably know that we're all together.
Yeah. We were waiting for you all because me and Fevinus, we have got a little bit of a different priorities for this one.
Oh,
For me, I need my other half back. That's just what I have to prioritize. The lodge have been captured here for who knows how long.
Yes, no, I
But
agree.
Jalira would not yet have been able to assimilate to the essence of the blue. So honestly, if I was the one in charge, I would have asked all of you and Dionysus here to maybe act as a distraction. Maybe Dionysus, you're powerful, one of your. Maybe Dionysus could do drive-bys on the glacier itself, keep like main forces distracted while the rest of us go in. We get Jalira, take her down, and then we get the fuck out. And Fevinus just sighs. I do not think that's the best way to do this.
Did you have an idea, Feminist?
I say we distraction, yes, but I say we use something else for distraction. We all go in, and while maybe you all deal with this Jalira, me and Dionysus, we find Salaj. Using the dragon's breath of Dionysus here, we break out of the glacier from within. That way we could potentially get both the Salaj and the Easif.
Hmm.
I
Dionysus steps up and says, I have a third option.
Oh
These
no.
are not bad ideas. But I feel like we should prioritize Salaj. I'm sorry, Endirial. But Salaj is still the master of his own. We have half of the blue essence at our beck and call with Endirial here. If Jalira only has half an essence, that is a fraction of her plan. I say we break in. Salaj is old. He will not be able to make it out on his own. We break in. We beg him to relinquish his essence in one form or another. We leave. We go fast. We go hard. We do only what we need to.
Hmm.
Feminist will say, we will not get out of this without a confrontation with the sucky bitch.
It's catching on.
It is.
It
It
is
is.
really
It
is.
definitely is. No, she will. She will hunt us down. She's probably
But
right
if we
now.
draw her far enough away, it might just be her. We might have no one else to deal with.
Hmm.
If we break in right away and act like we're running away and let her catch up to us, maybe we can still get that blue essence as well. Because I do want to help you, Andiriel. I really do. I know what it's like needing that.
It's this link goes both ways. I will always know where she is, and she will always know where I am. I may have half of the essence, but that's a half she's always gonna want to get.
Quick question: if we were to go into our little time bubble, would we be temporarily safe from Jalira? Or is she able to wrench us out of it?
Oh God, who knows what she can do?
Dionysus thinks for a moment and says, every time I met her, she grew stronger. There's no saying what she can do.
I do enjoy the idea of a distraction. But we don't know where Thalaj is.
Can I? Quick question, Nana. You said that
Yes.
the bug people. What's the name again?
Galagon.
Galugons. You said the Galugons wanted Jalira to take care of us, right? Before they would consider anything further.
Yes, it sounds like Jalira also doesn't know where Sludge is.
Right, because it's the Galugons that have Thalaj, right? So it sounds like they don't want to engage us, and that they want Jalira to more or less do it herself, right?
I believe so, but that
And
was
we've
just
already,
trying,
sure.
and she could, I'm not sure, but yes, let's assume.
So, assuming that we're only dealing with Jalira and not the Gilgons,
Well, only, I mean,
if we were
Do you
to,
think they would let us in?
I don't know if they will, but I think it might be easier to take them on one at a
What
time.
I'm saying is,
Potentially.
do you think they would stay out of it?
If they're asking Jalira to take care of us for them, and that maybe they just don't want to take any risks themselves.
How
It doesn't
about
sound like they're trying to put. It's not like they're on Jalira's side, right? Because she's trying to make a deal with them. So
well,
logically,
maybe we
That's
could
what
make a
I
deal
was
with them.
for. To strong arm them.
exactly. And if she's lost her leverage, then they're wanting her to do a thing to prove herself, right? To before they'll do business with her. So presumably, I would like to think that they'll keep out of it. And if that's the case, perhaps we can just concentrate all our forces on defeating Jalira or driving her off, and then once she's taken care of, perhaps we can either deal with the Gelugons directly, peacefully, or we do a jailbreak.
maybe a show of force is required? If we
That might be the case, but if we only have to fight one foe at a time, a two-pronged attack is certainly could be effective. But if the Gelugons aren't planning to fight actively at Jalira's side, then it feels like we'd be making too many enemies at the same time. So perhaps if we just take Jalira on by herself, we've got the advantage. Well, hopefully, in numbers at least, and then afterwards we can deal with the Gelugons and getting Thalaj out.
What do you all think? I mean, I do like that plan, but I also like a lot of plans, so I'm not really.
Because we're talking of distractions, but I'm not sure who we're distracting and from what.
I think I'm okay as long as I get a chance at Jalira.
When
Oh,
you
we will certainly get that.
when you
Oh,
say
don't
get
worry,
a
we all want
chance
that.
to get to wrestle the essence out of Jalira, will she need to be killed? Or is there any other way you could get
That's
it?
the easiest way to do it.
Is there another? How do we help you when we're in this situation? Is there anything we can do?
Immobilize her, incapacitate.
Oh, we love doing that.
No, she knows we can do it though. I feel like she'd be protected against those sorts of things.
Not if we throw a train at her.
We don't have the train right now,
Train.
Arthur. That's a plan
No,
for
well,
another
we
day.
What's
have
a
a wish.
train?
Oh,
We don't
it's
have time
it's
for a
something we
training
got in the
montage.
books. It's cooking,
But,
all right?
but we also have a wish.
Arthur,
I don't think now's the time.
now's not the time to talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
And also
mean,
remember what we all agreed on
Yes.
earlier.
Yes.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything. It was just me being stupid. I talk about stupid things
And the
every day.
scrying that's always on us, Arthur.
Like I said, I say stupid stuff every day.
It's literally less than 24 hours after he promised. Anyway,
Well,
so yeah, so what do you all think of that?
Well, I mean, we had several plans of going in and finding. Sorry, I have trouble pronouncing it. Salage.
Thalage, I think.
Thalage.
TH.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm having trouble with that. I don't know why.
oh, it's probably the lack of lips.
Probably. The tongue's a little lethargic
Gerald,
sometimes.
Are you mocking accents? Because I also pronounce it Salage.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I thought it was the.
Nice. Nice.
I hope not. He says, looking at the ground.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Captain. Do we know where? And Rudy really tries hard. Thalage.
Oh god, imagine speaking without lips.
He's
Salage.
trying
Yes.
so hard right now.
Thala- Thalage.
Salage.
Thalage.
the worst.
Do we know where Thalage is? We have no idea.
In the glacier, I suppose, because we knew that he was trapped in Ferrera, right?
Which means it's pretty much
I believe
indestructible.
if I got close enough, I could pinpoint the location.
But the Sphera ice is, for all intents and purposes, indestructible aside from your breath, yes?
Correct.
The glacier, is it entirely made of that, or is it just regular snow and ice on top of?
It is a mixture, yes.
Nana,
Yes.
you can make the earth move, yes?
Yes, of course.
And I make the world go round.
Thank you.
I mean, not like right now, Rudy. I've sort of got.
No,
other
neither can
things up
I.
my sleeve.
But I was thinking if we had that rest in the time bubble, you and I could combine, create an earthquake large enough to bring that glacier down.
I think we will be resting regardless, and I do have an idea. If you all trust me.
Yes.
Sure,
And
we're
I
in this
do
together.
trust you.
I could make myself very small, and I could try and simply burrow into the glacier, and then send you all a message once I pinpointed Thalage. But that means you will be without me during this.
Hmm.
How small are we talking? Are we talking like lap cat size?
I'd be no, not quite that small. I still need to channel my breath. I could probably make myself the size of a horse.
That's also still adorable, though, and you should know that.
I've got I do have a potion that we've been holding on to forever. digs around in his haversack. Here we are. Well, I've got this potion of diminution, so it could get even smaller.
I fear my breath would also get smaller.
But one of us could ride with you.
But
If
you
we
only
want to
would only need
split
the
the
breath.
party.
You'd only need the
Oh,
breath
no.
big enough to burrow a hole for yourself, right?
No,
So it wouldn't.
but to get
Yes, but the more fire, the more I was thinking I need to be big enough to make progress, but small enough to be able to hide. I feel with the size of the glacier, if I became the size of a house cat, it would take some time.
It's just like a little mouse dragon, just going. Just
be like a
just
laser,
little-
just slowly
just
like
a
run
little laser
along the
just burning
side.
through. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
But I would only need to go far enough to pinpoint his location, and then I would retain my true size and bust him out of Dodge. Is that what the kids say?
I don't
Probably.
know what the kids say. I'm not hip with the kids.
Gerald, I just realized, are we being watched right now? Are all these plans being broadcasted?
Yep, probably.
We'll have a look around. Can I sense anything?
Doesn't seem to be around.
No.
No one else
No.
gets the feeling like they're being watched, right?
Arthur looks around and goes,
I don't.
Could just be ice methods, Rudy.
I don't see any particular magic in the air.
Sorry, I'm just a little jumpy after I can now hear the spirit of an angry dragon in my head.
Oh, you what?
Oh, is this your new?
Yeah, a new friend. I can.
They know where you are.
He knows where I am. He just said it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
does he want to come over?
Wait,
and
Rudy thinks really
talk about-
hard. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, Rudy jumps up and goes, "Oh my! Why did I try this earlier? Right, you and I need to have a talk." And he says this extremely loud out loud to no
You
one.
need a moment, Rudy.
I will mangle you.
No,
Pull
that's-
your limb
That's what we
from
need to
limb.
talk about.
This is a series of threats.
Wait, are
coming.
you haunting me?
Nana, is
Am
Rudy
I
okay?
being haunted? Is
Yeah.
Rudy Magic Hands McGee and
He seems
he's
to be having an argument with
being
himself, and I'm
haunted?
concerned.
Oh, he's desperately haunted, Gerald. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Can you ask
You'll
your
never
friend?
take a step without me knowing about it. You'll never take a breath without me there.
Well, joke's on you,
squeezing
I don't
your
have to breathe.
throat.
Rudy, once you're done being haunted, can you ask your friend Ghost Dragon if they would like a crumpet or something? Because we can't just. That's very rude if we don't offer them anything.
Did you want some tea since you're here?
No, I do not want tea. I want to feast on your soul. and
Right.
have my vengeance.
Well, now
did they
you've just
say?
revealed that you are up for chatting, so joke's on you, I talk a lot. Now, anyway, I've got to concentrate. Leave me alone for a bit.
"This is
Can't
gonna be
wave me
terrible.
away.
This is gonna be terrible."
It was gonna be so good.
Once I have reformed, I will come for you.
And then we'll have that chat.
No response.
That's what I thought.
So-
But as you all get back to planning, you know that you can take a long rest if you
Ah,
want to.
beautiful.
And as you do, Dionysus will take off and start doing his little excavation mission. And as you all go to take a long rest, that's where we end for today.
I was going to suggest maybe before we left,
Aya? Aya?
Yeah,
could we get him in the book for message?
I think he can just send it. He's a dragon.
Like, can't he?
He could.
just-
Oh,
I mean,
you-
he can message us, I'm sure. But
Oh yeah, we can't miss.
Well,
I
I mean,
can't.
Rudy
You
would have
can
asked,
erase
like,
my name.
I-
You can
you
erase
know,
my name.
yeah,
I'm sure I
like,
can
you
get
know,
you.
so, Dionysus, do you have a way of contacting us at all?
Well, as long as Arthur wears my scales.
Right, Arthur, you keep those on.
Those
Take
are
them
your-
off.
Why do I even say anything?
Those are.
Because I'd like to get you upset.
Are these just shed scales, or like is this so? Because
Yes.
Because mine
And
were
then, Rudy,
forcibly
why-
taken.
why were yours taken and these ones were just shed?
I don't know,
I
Nana.
have problems with this.
I have
thought they
problems
all
with
just
this.
shed.
But also, hold on. You're saying that Arthur's scale here are your dragon gold scales?
Yes.
I mean, we did get them in the city. Like, it does make sense.
Well, yes, but that's considerably different from regular gold dragon scales. That's amazing.
Well, they act as normal dragon scales after I shed them. You can't really distinguish besides size. I don't know if we have the time, but the armor is made out of, I'd guess maybe a handful of scales that have been worked into smaller pieces.
Oh,
Oh, that's very clever.
All right, well, if we've got communication, then there's no harm in you going. If you get into trouble, maybe just immediately grow big and cause as
can-
much trouble as possible.
Is Arthur able to reach out to you through that, or is it only from you to him?
I'm not sure.
Arthur,
Arthur, do you want
Nah.
to try?
Give it a
before you
go.
leave?
So, I mean, we give it a go.
think
Arthur-
really
No,
hard.
Arthur, like,
Make a wisdom check.
Arthur
Oh,
just
no.
walks around the
Oh
corner.
no.
Oh no! Yeah.
He's got a decent wisdom. Give him a
Oh,
chance.
that was a saving throw. My bad.
Oh, he does. Wait, which
But it
one
was a
does he
good
get?
roll.
Charisma.
That was a saving throw. 12.
Well, what kind of message are you trying to send?
I'm sending something very simple. This is Arthur.
Let's keep it simple.
It is about him. He likes to talk about
You
himself.
might need to work on articulation. I only caught snippets.
What did
You
you
really need to feel the attunement to the scales.
Ah,
You need to
okay.
Focus.
Okay. Arthur really tries this time.
Make another wisdom check.
But this time he goes.
I mean, that's better. That's
It's
an
a bit
improvement.
better, but
but this time he goes.
I think the
Rudy
important
really stinks.
step is. I think the important step is me being able to communicate to the group.
Well, I guess if you can hear anything at all, you'll know that he wants to talk. So that's something.
And that he's alive.
Dionysus leaves, and Indira says, "Well, y'all better rest. If we're doing something tomorrow."
Goodbye, dragon.
And just to confirm, because with all of this time shenanigans, are we getting a dawn?
You're
this
getting a
time?
dawn.
Yes!
Let's go. And a long rest. Long rest and
Yes.
All right,
Jalir
well,
is
you-
letting us have a long rest
yeah.
outside the time bubble?
No
what
way.
the hell?
Jalir is not. Josie is.
Jersey.
Thank you, Josie.
Well, I rolled all of the Omen Glass charges back, which is fantastic.
Well,
for
you
us.
might need them.
Nice.
yeah, we might need
will
him.
Yeah,
them,
I
I'm
think
almost
too.
certain.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh,
I
should
am
we have Indiriel put one in there?
I'm all for Rudy being haunted by this angry ghost.
I love that. This
good.
is such a
Mm,
great
mm.
like story arc for Rudy. I'm so
He's
here for
going
And
that.
it's like every time you check the connection, it's just threats and promises of like torture.
Yeah, this is gonna be like an enemies to friends, like enemies to best friends thing. I
Frenemies.
already know it. Yeah,
They're gonna have their own buddy cop spin-off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. Like after the epilogue, they're going on adventures together. You know this.
But hey, who wants to see what Shalir looks like?
I
Yeah, yeah.
do. Me.
You do?
Me.
You know what I can probably do?
Absolutely.
Give me a moment. What I can do. Here's what I can do. Did you all know that I can do this?
I
You're gonna
didn't
put it
know.
on the battle map, aren't you?
Ooh.
Nah,
Oh well, never mind.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do one of
Beautiful.
these.
Cuddly, do you like the idea of the double earthquake though?
I love that
I-
idea,
I
but I just
love
looked
it.
at what my earthquake can actually do, and
No,
it's
this
much
isn't
more
working.
effective to
Hold
people.
on. That's not what
Wait,
I
is it?
wanted.
I love that. Especially pillars of the
I wish I could post it to you all. It's not gonna work though.
No, that's okay.
Could you take a screenshot of it and then
I mean, I could.
like a
And
like a
then-
cropped screenshot of the picture? Because then it'll be like really small, file size wise.
Sure.
I
Let
mean,
me try.
because Cuddly, I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
are you looking at 8th level earthquake? Because I'm pretty sure if I have access to it, you have access
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
also do. I also do. It just doesn't like.
Well, but remember our new thing about combining spells.
It wrecks.
If
Whoa,
we
true.
both cast
If we both
earthquake,
do-
16
I forgot about
level
that.
spell.
Is that a thing that's staying? Oh,
the spell has
yeah.
additional effects
I
depending
mean,
on the
it
terrain.
only
and the-
counts when it's epic combats.
But two earthquakes are better than one.
My one thought is, are we gonna ruin their home if they're not actually gonna fight us?
They are demons.
Eh? Yeah, but like, are they really like doing that much right now? They're
Oh,
not on
goodness.
Jalira's side. They're just kind of chilling, like literally.
Well, they also have had an Ur-Dragon imprisoned forcefully for
He
a
was-
very long time.
I mean, that, yeah, but like, also we could.
Yeah.
just
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God, look at her.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Oh, those are
it's large
absolutely
enough for everyone.
rotting, and I love that, but I also hate it. Those are
Mm.
Yeah.
And
definitely from that
super
one.
shout out to Feline Trickster, who is
Yes.
doing tons of art for us for future projects.
Mhm.
Mhm,
Did the
mhm.
original artwork of Jalira and now gave us this update.
Yeah, and I hate her freaking sword made of damned souls.
Oh,
for
what
us.
do you mean?
That's fantastic.
Mm. We're in a spot of
she's
trouble.
she's spotting some proper armor. She's got a bit of muscle to her now.
Maybe Arthur will be able to sun sword after all if she's got a melee weapon.
Maybe.
That's what I'm
Maybe.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm ready for it.
You're ready for it?
Except
Then
you
yeah.
didn't attune to the Sunblade after all, so you're actually literally not ready for it.
Well, I mean,
Unless
Well,
you do
we've
it
got
now.
we've got a long way. So. Also, something I wanted to ask earlier in character, but just to does the party have any spare attunement items now that both Rudy and me have extra empty slots?
Arthur's got so
No.
many.
Well,
I
you
mean-
got
Arthur
another
has
staff.
special-
I got another staff.
Because that could be good just to like.
You want the Skyblinder
maximize-
staff?
You
It's
can
so
you
good.
can have you can definitely have a housekeeping chat over the week.
Yeah,
to,
that
do
sounds
some
good to me.
planning.
Yeah.
Sounds
Alright,
good
well-
to me.
We are going to be signing off. We have reached the end, and I've been Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. It's been great having you all here. Let's do a round. Roju.
Hello, I'm Roju. I come from the channel called Participation Award. I've been playing Gerald the Wizard, who's a human warlock with a little bit of sorcerer, but absolutely no wizard.
A little bit of wizard.
A little bit of wizard as a trait, but no levels.
No, not as a treat, as a feat.
I see what you did there. Very good. Yeah, that's me. That's who I am. That's what I do.
Solid.
I
What
guess I'm
about
a variety
Aussie?
stream other than that, if you're interested in that at all.
What about Aussie? Hello, I'm AussieDevFro down here. I'm a variety streamer, but I do try to focus on like 1 or 2 games at a time. Versus being higgledy-piggledy all over the place. At the moment, I only stream a couple of nights a week just due to full-time work. However, we are focusing on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where I have described myself as taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, then rocketing up in the sky and crashing down to Earth way too many times in that game. It is a ridiculous time, but a great time. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
What about cuddling?
Me. Hi, I'm Cuddly. I am small, but not actually. I stream, but what are our schedules? I hope you liked this message.
Wonderful. And last but definitely not least, we have Wettest Orb.
I am the wettest orb, the moistest sphere. I play variety of games during the week. At the moment, Elden Ring is my go-to, where I'm actually playing Arthur Orblet III in Elden Ring. Yeah,
Occasionally joined by an
Yes.
Elden Ring version of Gerald the Wizard as well.
yes,
which has
I
been
do.
fun.
I do pull Gerald in sometimes to come and help with bosses because bows are very terrible.
No, they're good.
Yeah,